Hey guys, happy Friday. How you doing? Thanks for joining us tonight for a very, very special episode tonight, Viewer's Choice. Sorry guys, just getting you know what I'm like, just got to get everything right before I, make sure everything's going sweet. Everything's sweet, that's on, this is on, that's on, that's on. All right, we're good to go. Hang on, power's on, yeah, power's in. Whew, all right. Let's pray. Let's all pray that we have a night where nothing goes wrong.
Yeah, right. As if that's going to happen.
That'd be pretty boring, wouldn't it?
It would be. It would be.
It would be damn boring. So, how you all doing? Hope you've had a great week. Hope the week has treated you kindly, and you've been especially treating yourself kindly, and others as well. How you been, champion? You've had a pretty hectic week this week.
Yeah, hectic isn't the word, but don't worry, we shall power through, as they say.
That's it, mate. Power through, but remember to talk it out, which you have been with me all week, so that's good.
Yeah, you won't leave me alone.
No, I've been pestering the hell out of Damien all week this week, every day. What's going on? You okay? You all right? You sure? Talk to me. What's going on?
So hi, Pete. Hi, Lockie.
Hey, Lockie. Lockie's actually, we're going to have a few special guests tonight. Lockie's actually one of our special guests. He'll come on a little bit later. And another one, Marianne. She's going to join us a little bit later as well for a chat. As I said, guys, tonight is completely powered by you. I don't have, look, as you can see, there's nothing written down here tonight because it's all on you tonight. Okay, so this is all about you, and it's all about, well, every week's about you guys, but this week especially, it's all about you and what you want to talk about, what you've got on your chest that you want to get off your chest. That left that a bit late to put that little bit in.
Hi, mate. You're right.
There it is. There's the first faux pas. Beautiful.
If we want to get a vote going, we'll just get rid of Ryan completely, and it'll be just me tonight, and then he can go back to being in La La Land.
Do that because I can do this. Look.
Yeah, there. See, gone. Now isn't that better? I think that's better. Anyway. No, shit, he's coming back. Okay. But yeah. So come on, guys, hit us up. What's the first point of business? Oh wait, no, hold on, we forgot. First point of business is, what are you grateful for?
I'm asking you first. What are you grateful for? We know
anybody who tuned in on Wednesday knows what I'm grateful for, so that's old news. What are you grateful for?
Tell them again, the ones that didn't watch on Wednesday.
All right. So on Tuesday, for people who didn't watch, when we came on Wednesday, Thursday, whatever it was, Wednesday, when we came on Wednesday, I announced that my daughter was born on Tuesday, and she's doing all well. She's 9 weeks early, but she's doing fantastically.
Awesome. That's so good to hear. And she's doing well today?
Yeah, doing well today. Fantastic. So it's all good. Every day is another step forward.
Beautiful. So good. Hey, Jess, how you doing? Thanks for joining me, Jess. Joining us. Sorry.
How are you? Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So yeah, that's what you're grateful for.
What are you grateful for?
Mate, honestly, I thought about this. I didn't have to think too hard about this, but I had to think about how I was going to say it. What I'm grateful for is the fact that I had the balls to start this page and to start these videos, because I can see by the amount of views that we get every week, by the amount of comments that we get, the amount of messages that I get during the week, the amount of phone calls I get during the week, this little thing that I started 9 weeks ago, which I didn't think would last more than 1 week, is really, it's blown up into something that I'd never imagined it could. It's giving people.
Oh no! Here videos. Looks like he's dropping out already. We've got problems.
I'm
You're
back.
not.
Am I back?
Yeah.
I'm back.
Yeah, you're back. Okay. Every time you say what you're grateful
that was really emotional.
The internet gods just drop you out, and I don't know. Maybe you can't be grateful for anything anymore.
I'm going to keep saying it. I'm grateful for every single one of you that this page has given you guys the confidence to be able to talk things out. I'm grateful for these videos and this Friday night, every Friday night, that it provides that safe space for everyone to be able to come here together and to be able to get things off your chest and feel comfortable about doing it and not second guess yourself and not, oh, are people going to judge me? Because there's no judgment here, guys. And I've got to say, as much as this is for you, this is helping me. It's helping me with my mental health issues, and I'm sure it's helping Damien as well.
Me too, definitely.
That's what I'm most grateful for, is the fact that it's helping so many people, including myself. And I'm grateful for, like I said, that I finally had the balls to actually do this and not worry about what other people were going to say. What's he doing? What's he doing? He's getting on and talking to us about what? I knew in my heart that this would be a good thing, but again, the voice up here, no, don't do it. What are you doing? That second, that doubting myself, but I'm so grateful that I did it. That it's now created that safe space for every single one of you. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart that you all come on here every Friday night. I mean, as I keep saying, yes, we're in lockdown. There's not much else to do, but there's so many other things that you guys could be doing on a Friday night, and you choose to tune in here and come here and watch us and participate and get involved. And it's just, I'm so grateful for that. So yeah, that's what I'm grateful for.
And look, so Jessica, look, thank you. I know that your first comment was directed at Ryan, and then second one is for both of us, but still, darling, look, if we're helping people and we're doing things that we're meant to be doing, why not? I mean, I've got a couple of hours to spare every Friday to hang out with you guys and really, really just, and it's not like we're paid professionals well, Ryan's going to be one day, but I'm just your average bloke. And you get in here, have a chat. I get to see one of my best mates every week, no matter what. And we get to sit down and have a chat and talk. And if we can help you guys out, more power to us. That's what I say.
And more power to you guys. I mean, again, it's giving you guys that strength and that confidence in yourselves to be able to, you come here on a Friday night, you listen to us talk, you look over at these comments and you think, you know what? I'm not like Gus said in our video the other day. It's when you come on to things like this and you go to workshops and whatever, you sit there and you look around and you're like, wow, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one feeling like this. And that in itself is a massive relief. And again, that's the main reason why this has started and this is built up. It's only built up to where it is because of you. Simple as that. Like Damien said, we just sit here. We're just like the guides. We sit here and guide you guys around. But you guys are running this show. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And if you are getting anything out of this, I love it. I'm so happy for you. And as we say every week, spread the love. Tell as many people as you want. Get them all here on a Friday night. I know it's only one day a week, but it's something to look forward to. And as I said in my first earlier videos, we all need that. That's something to look forward to. So yeah, I just
and Lucky Hill. Thank you very much, mate. Look, as Ryan said, it is as much as it is for me and Ryan to sit here and just mentally vent everything that we've got. It is for you guys too. And look, we say it every week, and I say it every week, no matter what. We can all collectively get together and thank the mastermind over here for putting this all together. And as he said before, having the balls to sit it up. And then I think it was an inspiration from him to me to get on here and talk as well. And now I look forward to my Friday nights to sit here and talk to literally. And if you look at realistically, to sit in front of a bunch of strangers and talk about what could be ailing them, what problems we've got, how to deal with certain things, and some funny stories and a good old drink on the way. It's a good Friday night to me.
What more could you want? Seriously, what more could you want? And just
it's like having a virtual pub. We're all sitting around having a talk.
That's it, exactly. And but it's in a safer environment than that, because some people, when you're at the pub or you're out with your mates or you're out somewhere, you might not feel that comfortable to express yourself. And but here is the place.
This is Ryan and Damo's place. You can say whatever you want here. The only thing is we don't serve schnitzel on a Friday night. So sorry, guys, you miss out.
Sorry, guys. Amen, Kirsty and Jay Hall. How you going, Kirsty? Hey, Jay. Love you guys. Hope you're doing well.
Jessica's comment.
I just got to be a bit self-indulgent here for a sec. Thanks, mate. Again, this is what I'm talking about. This show, doing these videos, gave me the confidence to put my glasses back on. Yes, I wore them at TAFE when I needed to, and I wore them when I needed to. But now I'm actually finding that I'm waking up in the morning and I'm putting them on. I'm going to the shops and I'm doing all those things that I thought. Back in the day when I used to get picked on for wearing glasses, I took them off. I told you that. I took them off because it was one less thing I had people to pick on me for. But in doing these videos, it's sort of given me that confidence to, what am I afraid of? Why am I hiding from being myself? That's not what I'm trying to, pass on to you guys. Be yourself at any cost. It's all about being you. There's no point hiding who you are, because if you hide who you are, you're depriving something special from the world. So, be yourself. Don't worry about what other people say. You know what I mean? That's their opinion. It's just hot air coming out of their mouth. That's all it is. Be yourself. Be true to yourself. Love yourself. That's the most important thing. And love your mates, love your friends, love your family, love everyone. If we can just keep spreading that love around, then hate will be gone eventually.
Well, look, if I ever see you without them on, I'm gonna pick on you for having them not on.
Horace Grant, I love it. Hey Joe, how you doing? Thanks for joining.
Just go back up to Jessica's comment, mate.
This one?
That one. See,
that's it. That's what I'm grateful for. That comment right there. And I'm about to bring someone on who actually gave me a call just before we came on tonight and basically said the same thing. I'll let him talk about that, but his words before the show really touched me, and it really humbled me to the point where I knew what we're doing here, Damo, is worthwhile, and a lot of people are getting a lot of benefit out of this. So, what can I say? Seriously, I'm so humbled by all the messages, all the love that we get. You guys sharing our stuff from our page, you guys watching all our videos. It's just, what more can I say? Thank you, Jared. Thanks, man. Thanks for watching, buddy. I'm going to get you on here in a couple of weeks, all right? Definitely.
And just a quick note for people who added and said things to our page. I put up that shot of my cooking the other day, and I really appreciate you all adding into that, because that's a big thing. To find your little place, your little nook and cranny where you like to be when things get a bit much. This room here is one of my places, and the kitchen is my other place. And it's good to see everybody's got their own little bit, their own little place to do. But as for that, Ryan, bring him on. Let's go.
Well, we've got a fair few people in the lobby at the moment, so I'm going to bring out our first one, our first special guest. His name's Jason. You've seen him in the comments every single week. He's usually one of the first to message, and he's usually one of the last. So he's watching us throughout the whole 2.5 hours. So I'm going to bring him on. Without further ado, here he is, Jason Formosa.
There he is.
Hey, Jace, how are you, mate? Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, mate. Brought the drink.
Cheers.
On your bar. Thanks for coming on, buddy.
No problems. Oh, good. You said you left your note empty, but I filled mine up. I've got my note.
Awesome. Good on you, mate. That's what I want.
All right, buddy. You know what that means now, Jace? Guess what?
What's that?
The floor is yours, brother. Go for it.
Champion. Take it away, Jason.
Nah, mate. Very nervous and excited, mate. As I mentioned, Ryan said earlier, I've never done this before. I've never commented on anything before. I've never been involved in any type of group chat. I normally just keep everything to myself and deal with it and try to be the strong one in the household and in the family. And it actually, over these last few weeks, it actually felt good to release. It's like 40 odd years of holding everything in and not talking to anyone and always have to be like, I'm the strong one. But no, it actually does. It does feel good to sort of let people know sometimes, like where you are and how you're feeling and all that. So
100%.
It's been a big change, and it's just happened by accident. This is all wasn't meant to be. I don't know. It's like we all say we're all been in isolation with this corona, but if corona never happened, will we be here?
Mate, to be honest, I don't think, as I said, I'm so glad I got the balls to do it, but to be honest, I don't think it would have. It maybe would have in the future, maybe, but not now. So it was, like I've said in the videos, you've got to, as shitty as corona is, you've always got to look for that silver lining. And, for me, this is it. This is my silver lining, and it's just, it's awesome. And I'm so glad that you feel that way, Jace, because it's such an Australian male thing to hold it in. No, we can't talk about our feelings. No, I've got this to do, and I've got to be the man, and I don't have feelings. No. That's bullshit, and we've got to break that. And I'm so glad that this has given you that confidence, man, to sort of talk it out, and giving you that safe place, because as you know, out there's not many safe places, but here it is. Here's a safe place for you, people like you, man.
Yeah, fantastic. Nah, it's been great. I suppose I should say who I am. Like, who I am, but that's probably it. No one else out there that really does know who I am and how we know each other. Ryan's actually my cousin's cousin. There's a year apart between me and Ryan. We've almost grew up our whole lives together.
Yep.
Throughout the family.
Maltese, mate. We're close, mate. Maltese, we're close.
Obviously wrestling has been a big thing between our families. So wrestling brought us together when we were younger. We used to watch it between me, my brother, Simon, my other cousin, and Ryan. We used to watch get together. Even your dad, Ryan. We used to swap tapes between each other, and somehow whoever got the latest back in the day when there was no internet, it was always a challenge of getting the latest wrestlings.
Swapping around.
Me and Ryan have grown up together. It's been great. I said last time we saw each other would have been at a funeral, which is unfortunate. And you said then that we need to do something else, something more to see each other more. So, like, we shouldn't wait to these sad occasions. Say hello. So this is fantastic. It's another great thing that you've done that I can see. Something I did mention to you, obviously kids are going back to school now next week, full time. And and kids are actually excited. I sat down with both my kids. I've got a boy and a girl. My girl's in year 8 and my son's in year 5. And surprisingly, they're both happy to go back to school.
Yeah.
So I thought they wouldn't be like that. I thought they would say, I don't want to go back. It's like, if I took 5 weeks off work, last thing I want to do is go back.
See that?
So, no, just
with that,
want to go back.
With that, don't you all reckon it's a little bit, it's a little bit rushed for kids to be going back to school, especially when they're still discovering new cases that are that can't be explained where they got it from?
I think it's a hit or miss. What's the right and wrong answer? I believe they're doing their best to try and look after everyone. But I think they're well aware if it doesn't go right, they're ready to pull the pin straight away. I think there was a school not far that had a case in there, and very next day, straight away they pulled the pin on it and said, "No, the school's closed." So
isn't it a bit late? They pulled the pin on it fast, but if you got one kid who's got it, it's so contagious, it jumps to everybody. So maybe devil's advocate because mine's only a couple of days old, but you know what I'm saying? Like, why not give it another month or two, maybe a month, another couple of weeks to make sure that they completely wipe this crap out.
I agree.
Yeah, I actually believe you're going to wipe it out. It's like trying to wipe out the flu.
Yeah.
You can't wipe it out.
More than likely.
You know what I'm saying, though. In a perspective point of view, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, like we thought about it. I said, I've got a daughter that's not well, and she has low immune systems. And we had to think about it for a long time, whether it was the right or wrong thing to do. And we saw doctors and all that, and they assured us, they said, look, we monitor every week and we'll just see how it goes. They said, it's something that's never happened before. No one's really sure if they're doing the right or wrong thing. I'm not sure if I'm doing the right or wrong thing, like whether I should. When I first started not sending her to school, I thought, should I have pulled her out earlier? Am I overreacting? So it is a hard one. Like, I don't know if what I say is going to be right or wrong, but it is. That's all it comes down to is your opinion. If you feel you shouldn't send your kids, don't send them.
Yeah, mate.
True. You're right.
That's all it comes down to.
I don't know. Like for me, I think it's too early for all of it. I completely think that it's too early for everything. I heard one of my friends shared me a thing that they found on the 1st of June. They're going to start letting 50 people back in the clubs, and I'm like, wow, okay, that's really early. We may not be able to kill it 100%, but why not try to cut it down as much as possible? And I know isolation is driving a lot of full-time parents bananas, but guys, it's the health of your children. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get where you're coming from.
That's why it comes down to it's your decision, it's your choice. It's every individual has to make up their own mind and think what's best in their situation. That's you're never going to please everyone.
That's it.
If you agree that I think this is too early, mate, or for you, keep your kids at home, isolate them a lot longer. I don't think there is a wrong or right answer with this one. Everyone has to use their own opinion and do what they think is right.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of this type of format. And I'm just playing devil's advocate, so we can throw conversation.
You're in the middle. That's your job. You got to do that.
That's it. you know, I don't know. I say because I think because I'm considered essential, so I never really got to feel what isolation was like. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. There's still new cases coming up every day, and it's like one from a school. There was another lady, an elderly lady who passed away in a nursing home. So you know what I mean. There's always the death toll is still another 2 added today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
Another thing we've got to consider too is this right here. Yeah. Kids' mental health as well. You know what I mean? Like they've been. Yeah. Like I get everything you're saying, Damo. I get it. 100% get it, and I'm with you. But I'm thinking from my kids' point of view too. Like they're missing their friends. They're missing their friends. They've had enough of this. They need some sort of normality, you know. And like it, look, all we can do is go off what the government are telling us. You know what I mean? And you know, like I'll be honest, when I pulled my kids out of school before we were told to, because I could see where it was going. We pulled them out before that, so they've had extra time. But I'm just thinking on behalf of them now, like they're missing their friends, they're missing normality, they're missing regular routine to life. So you know, look, that's just I'm just going off what Michelle's saying there. So here's another one from Jess. Okay, right choice. Send the kids to school. That's right. Yeah, Jess has got 4 kids. So
as I said, I'm not trying to say to anybody this is what you do, right? But I don't know, man. Like, look, if I was a parent, and look, as you said, for the kids' mental health, that's fine, that's understandable. But I mean, if you sat them down and they were of an age where they could understand, and like my niece and nephew went back to school this week, and I was horrified. I was like, what are you doing? Why? Because there's still so many cases going out, and I understand people want a proper social distance, but you can't social distance with kids. You can't.
No, you can't.
Washing hands and things like that, that's all great and wonderful. But while there's still active cases going around, I reckon people should like maybe just second think your initial thought. Yep, you must go back to school this week. Just second guess it. But you know what the biggest problem is, Ryan? When you said we have to follow what the government said. So
I really can't believe those words came out of my mouth. But anyway.
Yeah, neither can I actually. I mean, have they got a gun to your head in that room or what? But
no.
So human history is littered with bad decisions about following what their government said, and we all know that. I mean, we went to war with a country that didn't deserve to go to war because the government said we were going to. I don't know.
Look what the government did to the Indigenous people.
Oh, there you go. And a foreign government decided to come to this country and educate the Indigenous population.
What was best for them? Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, it was best for them though. But you know, I'm just saying, take it as what you want, guys. And I pray that everybody that does send their children back to school, I pray that your children are happy and healthy and doing the best that they possibly can at school.
All right, Jace, keep going, mate. Sorry, we took some of your time there.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we can say, sort of like that. But everyone makes their own mind up. It's good to have positive and negative feedback. So at the end, that's how you make a decision. You know, you can't make a right decision without negative feedback. So, no, that's fantastic. I appreciate your feedback on that, Damo. It's, you know, if we all had positive thoughts, you know, you never really get down to the right answer. So, yeah. All right. I actually saw what do you call, like a saying this week, and I thought it's sort of something that I liked. It was actually came from Albert Einstein. So he says, stay away from negative people. They have a problem for every solution.
No.
Was that a personal dig, Jace, or?
No. Timing probably didn't come out too well, but
it came out perfectly. That's what we're looking for. Shit like that, that's gold. Perfect.
That is, man. That's gold. I like it.
I saw that this week, and I thought, that's right, mate. If you put yourself around all these negative people all the time, you're never going to win. It doesn't matter how much you prove yourself, you try to do the right thing, they're always going to have something negative to say to you.
Always.
So,
Always.
So I said, if you surround like this group you've got here now, positive talk, positive chat that we have, you walk away feeling great about yourself. You surround yourself with all these negative people, or they're just going to give you negative thoughts, and you're going to always think, geez, what I'm doing is not right. I'm not good enough for this. Even the job you're doing, this guy keeps putting me down. Am I not right for this job? Meanwhile, who's to say what you're doing is wrong?
Mate, most of the time there's enough negative shit going on in here without hearing it out there. So yeah, like I'm a huge believer. If you got nothing nice to say, just shut it. Just keep that shit to yourself. That's but unfortunately, that's not the way society works. Society likes to bring down. If you see someone doing well or seeing someone trying to succeed, first human nature, unfortunately, is, we've got to drag him down. We've got to drag that person down. And it just sucks. You know what I mean? It's really it's a terrible thing, but that's why things like this, we're trying to change that. You know what I mean? If we can just start by a few people at a time, then we can spread it, and they can spread it. Well, eventually, who knows what can happen, but
people like that, I think they call them anchors. They're always weighing other people down.
Big time.
It is.
So let's see.
And sort of just one of my last points I sort of got written here is what I feel that I find hard to get by is pressures of work. Like in what I do, I'm an electrician by trade, and I've been the last few years I've really been climbing the ranks of moving up from a manager to a project manager and things like that. And the pressure to move up those ranks is unbelievable. It plays with your mind. Trying to get work across the line, going home and not wanting to talk to anyone, barely sleeping, thinking about the work all the time. I was in a spot there where that was terrible for me. It's just the pressures of work. I'm sure everyone's got their own pressures at work. Doesn't matter what you do. I think it's a big thing. You've got to find a way to relax and sort of. And as I say, it's often not as bad as what you play in your mind.
Yeah.
And that's what I've slowly learned. When I first started doing site managing, I thought, I can't do this. This all works too hard. How am I supposed to control the site? Have work for everyone, make sure everyone knows what they're doing, have materials on site, everyone coming up to me every day saying, what do I do now? I've done that. Where do I go? And it used to drive me insane. But I found a way over the years to relax, and it's not that bad. I've worked out, you get through it, that's just for me. Everyone would have their own work and their own things that they have troubles with every day with the pressures of work and all that. And I think once you learn it's not that bad, you can get through it and still enjoy your life outside of work. I found very helpful for me. I said it's probably the last 2 years that I've been able to go to work, do what I have to do at work, prepare my day and come home and relax. And
that's it, definitely. And that boils down to like the picture that I put up on Facebook that I was talking about earlier before. Your happy place, the place where you come home from work. Like myself, I used to, before I hurt my back, do 11-hour days, working in a paint shop, lunking paint around like a monkey. And I come home and my cooking, my video games is my time to sit back and just close this off for a bit and just
100%.
And if you don't have that, unfortunately, this becomes a very good friend of yours, and it takes you to a very dark place. Yeah. And it goes with anything that has a thing to do with addiction.
Yeah,
it's horrible. So you need that time to sit back and just go.
Yeah. There's a difference.
It's you, like you said before. It's you build it up and build it up, but usually you make it worse in here than it actually is, and that in itself is that's a battle in itself. Dealing with this, let alone dealing with what's actually happening, and then you combine them together. It's like it's just going around in circles, man, and it's you're fighting yourself basically. So
it's like trying to ice skate uphill.
It is, 100%. And I said I never talked to anyone about it. So all that used to sink in my head every night. Not even to my partner. I'll just deal with it myself, and it got very bad at one stage, and I didn't want to ask for help because I was thinking that I'm supposed to know this. I'm the one who knows all this stuff. I'm not. And I never spoke to anyone about it. I was going out of my mind when I first started doing it, and I didn't want to ask for help because we never ask for help. Like I've never really known anyone ask my family going to a psychiatrist or asking for help or ringing up any of these hotlines. No one ever done that, so I thought I'm not going to be the first, and I never did it. And it's
you know what, mate? Jace, you should be the first. You should be the forefront, the leader, the one to go and say, hey, look, pull yourself out of that stereotypical pit and let's go and have a talk. I mean, what's the difference between a bunch of blokes sitting around a table having a beer and having a chat about how shit your day was to talking to someone who's going to give an educated decision or an educated choice about what options you have available to you?
Yeah, no, you're right. You just got to be that first, and I said it's just to make that first phone call is half the battle, and
it's more than half, mate. It's 90% of the battle.
Yeah, remember what I say, man? A problem shared is a problem halved, right then and there, mate. You know what I mean? And it's not weakness. I mean, even though it's inbuilt into us in our 2 million-year-old brain, it's embedded into us that we don't ask for help. No, I'm supposed, like you said, I'm supposed to know everything. I can't ask. No, I've just got to deal with this shit on my own, and I have to, even if it's going to mentally destroy me, I have to deal with this, and that's what we need to start breaking down, and that's what I think we're doing here on Friday nights. You know what I mean? And I'm glad it's given you that confidence in yourself, dude, to say, you know what, it's all right, it's okay. I need help. I need help.
We got to remember, we're not 16 anymore. We don't know everything.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, isn't that what I say to my wife? I say to her, get rid of Google off your phone. You fucking got me.
Yeah, well, that's what husbands are for. Yes, that's what husbands are for. Woo!
Thank God for my wife, because she's Google for me. So.
It's almost the same. I say, you don't need Google, you got me. She goes, yeah, but I've got Chrome instead. I'm like, I can't argue with that. Whatever. But hey, if doing this has helped you be the first and you're basically a forefront leader now, if doing this has helped you become the first to actually call one of the numbers down there and be a better person. And I mean, that's what it's doing, mate. It's making you a better person, making you stronger, making you help your family members, because you can say to them, hey, look, I know these two real ugly blokes that talk on a Friday night, and I'll be able to help you out if you need a hand. But, like, that's a win for me. Tick, thank you. I can go to bed now because I've done my bit for the night.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, no, that is fantastic.
And
you look at the three of us, we have to be the three most ugliest guys in the world here, but yet we're the most approachable guys. They always say, don't judge books by the covers, mate. I reckon, like, with a...
You know what, Jay? If you want to play that game, you look like you belong on a fucking Harley, mate, to be honest with you.
You wouldn't never judge a book by its cover, mate. Honestly, like if someone come up to any of us and asked for help, or, you know, I'm sure any of us would put their hand up, but, you know.
100%. And you know what? They say, actually, you want to talk about good quotes and things that we've all seen?
Yeah.
There was one I saw a while back. I can't remember it exactly, but it had something to do with beards and tats. Now, the three of us, I mean, I don't know if you've got any tats, Jace, but we've all got beards. So
yeah, there's some here.
You've got some
there you go. Beards and tats. So you can always trust someone with a beard and a tat, mate. That's something along those lines. And as you said, we all look like we're rough as dog's guts, but in the end, mate, you need a hand. And here, you want it? You need this? I can give this to you because you can use it. I'll give you the shit off my back if you needed it. And mate, you just don't get that anymore. And you know what I mean? Ryan, what do you got to say?
Again, I'm just agreeing with everything you boys are saying. You know, you don't judge a book by its cover. You know, that's just one. I mean, you know, again, yeah, bald head, beard, tats. Oh, stay away. Now the glasses probably make me look a little bit more approachable. But that's it. You don't judge a book by its cover, and you know, you talk to everyone. You know what I mean? I've started talking to a lot more people than I used to. I used to be very shut off, and was very tentative to talk to anyone new. You know what I mean? So
I'll take credit for that one. Thank
you.
You
did well with that. It was scary talking to you for that first time.
The difference was, though, by that stage in my life, I had developed that, as I talked about a few times, I developed that skin where it was kind of like, yeah, look, if I don't know you, I don't need to. I only know you if I need to know you. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, come on, Jess, you got a lot to catch up on, love. You got a lot to catch up on. You got a lot to catch up on. But look, I don't know, man. We sit here, we basically take our hearts out of our chest and put it on the desk every night, and we talk about things that people of our generation would never talk about. I mean, you never sat down with your old man and said to him, "Oh, look, I'm feeling a bit depressed today."
Not a chance.
Not a chance. My old man would say to me, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" Like,
exactly.
You know what I mean? That's the way it would have been for me. I mean, I can't talk for you. I can't talk. Well, you agreed with me, Jace. I can't talk for you, Ryan. But you know, in the end, it's just you never spoke about anything like that. And I don't know. That's. But look, if we've done something for somebody else and we've helped you, Jace, as I said, mate, thumbs up, and that's a win. Cheers.
Cheers to you, Jay. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, mate.
Buddy, thank you so much for coming on tonight. I'm going to have to, have you got any else, or you done now, or up to you, man? If you've got stuff to say, you got more stuff to get off your chest, please do it, man.
Nah, I'm all good. I know you've got a lot of people to get through tonight. It's been great. A little small taste of what you guys do every Friday night. It's great. Mate, it's fantastic.
Maybe.
You don't look so nervous, mate.
It's not going to be the last, mate. Definitely not. You're a good one.
I'm sure, as you know, your stomach is turning and twisting. You're making notes before the show, and then once it goes live,
you're in it.
Everything goes. Everything goes because you're in that safe place, dude, and that's it. You know what I mean? So it's all good.
When you sent me the message this afternoon, Ryan, I looked at it and went, "Oh, what am I doing? No." And then I thought about it. I went, "Nah, I can do this. I can do this."
Yeah.
Awesome. So happy, dude. That's awesome. Thank you so much for coming on, Jason. And like Damo said, mate, won't be the last time you're on here, all right?
Fantastic. Thanks, boys.
Cheers, mate.
Brother, thank you. Take it easy, bro. Well, that was awesome. That was Jason.
He's a good bloke. He's a really good bloke.
He's a great bloke. Yeah, he's a really good bloke, that. He's known, as we said, you've known him my whole life, Jason. So we've grown up together. So he's and yeah, that being that Maltese, Maltese background, we don't talk about our feelings, mate. No, we've got to just suck it up and do it. Get on with it.
Feeling. When I was your age, I didn't even have feelings.
When I was your age, I was my age.
Well, you
so thanks, Kirsty and Jay. He is a champion. And Simon, that's our other cousin. Thanks, mate. That's awesome.
Can I just quickly say, Ryan, before you go on, I'm reading through these comments here, and I'm having a look at everybody.
Yeah.
And, mate, the love is huge tonight.
It's
the love
massive.
is massive, isn't it? It's just, it's a beating heart of this our village we've got going on here, and you can really, really see it. It's just, it's really appreciated, guys. You're doing amazing.
It's so humbling, isn't it? It's so humbling. All right, I've got Anne-Marie sitting in there, but Anne-Marie, do you mind just waiting for a little bit longer? I might actually bring you on with our next guest, because being that you're a nurse, I might bring you on, see if we can. I'm not sure, we might try to get 4 people on, but even if I have to duck out, I'm going to bring on our next guest.
I'll duck out. You bring them on.
You sure? No, that's all right. I'll duck out so I can keep doing this thing.
I'll duck out so I can go and get something to eat.
All right, fine. No worries. All right, I'm going to bring on our next guest.
Do the 4 of us. Go on.
Yeah, we try the 4. I'm going to get Lockie on first just to have a quick little chat. And then I'll try and bring Anne-Marie on. Oh, sorry. Who's Anne-Marie? Mary Ann. I'm going to bring on our next guest, Lockie. He's a mate of mine from TAFE. So we're both studying mental health. I hope you're there, Lockie. I hope you're ready, champion. You ready? Everybody say hello to Lockie.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Lockie.
Thanks for having me on tonight, guys. Really appreciate it.
No worries, mate. Anytime. Thank you for, coming on. Hopefully you're the first of the rest of our class to come on here and have a chat, because,
hopefully.
Man, our class is just...
great.
Oh, mate. It's so good, Our class is... We're very lucky to be in the class that we are this year. So.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, champ. So, mate, over to you, buddy. What do you want to get off your chest?
First, I'll just like to shout out our TAFE class, first of all. You're all amazing people, and just appreciate you a lot. Like, it's just making TAFE so much easier with you guys doing it with me. Second of all, I'd like to shout out my family and friends for all the support I've had throughout my life with all my experiences. Then the third and final one, I would like to shout out all the surgeons, all the hospital staff, nurses, doctors, everyone that works in hospitals. They're all amazing. Just, cheers, guys.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to those miracle workers, mate.
And thanks to you two for letting me come on and talk about my experiences and letting me listen to you guys inspirational talks. Really appreciate it.
You know what? Thank you, Lockie, for your kind words, mate.
You were talking about what you're grateful at the start of the night.
Yep.
What are you grateful for, Locke?
I'm grateful for my life. I've been through a hell of a lot medically, like open heart surgery, 2 brain surgeries, cancer, just everything. It's been very hard, but I'm just grateful I'm still here. I'm just lucky that I've still got the life I've got, and just walking around those hospitals, I'm so appreciative of how healthy I am compared to other people in the world.
Well said. Very well said.
And also, one thing important to me is self-care. Like, take care of yourself. It makes life so much harder. Like, you got to have the time to yourself. Like, when you put that post up about like the kitchen, like cooking, that's like perfect example of self-care. Like, it's just, you got to have those areas where you can go and just focus on yourself and don't stress about anything. Just let it all out.
100%, mate. 100 million %. And if you don't, it ends up like a pressure cooker and you end up blowing a stack, mate.
Yeah. I'll just like to share my story with everyone, like throughout my life.
Please do.
Ryan, sorry,
Yeah.
Lockie, one thing. Cut me and you out for a minute and let Lockie have the floor.
Lockie, you got the floor, mate, all right?
Sweet, thank you. All right. I was born in 2000 when I was 4 months old, I got sick, and they ended up finding a heart issue. My aortic valve was blocked. It had like a kink in it, and at 4 months they tried to cut it out, but I got a rash and I was sick, so they wouldn't do the surgery. Eventually, when I was 9 months old, they first went through the side here, just here, to do the first surgery. I've been going to the cardio specialist every year, once or twice a year, for checkups. Once I was finally 16, I got open heart surgery through here, and they fixed that up. I've still got a Barcups valve, which is 2 flaps instead of 3 in the valve. And so I've still got that. I've still got to go see the specialist once a year, get scans and all the tests done. And unfortunately, in 2017, I was getting headaches, blurry vision. Thanks, Juddy. Headaches, blurry vision, just all the symptoms for migraines. Went to my GP, and with my medical stuff, he was like, look, just go get it checked out just to be sure. It's probably nothing. It's probably migraines, but just get it checked out. So I went and got it checked out. Went and got a CT scan, and they found a mass at the base of my brain. And so the next day I went for an emergency MRI scan, and they found it to be a epidermoid cyst. And so I had to organise to go see a neurospecialist / surgeon. And I was lucky enough that my GP sent me to a well-known and very good surgeon in the name of Dr. Mark Dexter at Westmead Private Hospital. And the week or two later, I ended up going under the knife again to get it cut out. Stayed in hospital for about a week. And yeah, it's all good. Went back to school for year 12, completed year 12, did all the end of year 12, end of schooling celebrations, went to school years, went away, did all that. While I was at the Gold Coast, I was really sick. He's a good bloke, hey Shannon. He's a great guy, great surgeon. And as I was saying, I went to schoolies, did that, and my balance and all that was out of whack. I felt sick, felt tired, wanted to come home. I was on the phone to my mum and dad and my sister, who was overseas, like at that time doing the summer camps in America, and I was just in tears, like all the time, not wanting to go out, not wanting to do anything but go home. And I went home eventually at the end of the school celebration, week later, I went back to my surgeon for the yearly checkup, and they ended up finding another mass in the same area, and it ended up being a germinoma tumor. It was cancerous. It was luckily enough, it was the most curable. So if you got it, it's the best one to get if you're unfortunate to get the brain tumor, which was lucky in my case. Like, yeah, it's been tough. Anyway, during that time, it was my brother's. That was December in 2018. My brother was turning 21 later that month. His birthday party was that weekend after I went and saw my surgeon. So I went home, celebrated that, and yeah, did all that. That next week, went back into the hospital, went under the knife again, went through the back of my head again, got it all cut out. I was in ICU. I was in ICU for, I think it was from the 12th of December until the 23rd of December. So I was in there for 11 days with the drain up coming out of the top of my head. Yeah. And so, yeah, I wasn't able to move. I was in the ICU bed, like unable to move without assistance from doctors, like the nurses, physio. I was doing physio every day, getting out of bed, walking around the ICU room with all the drainage stuff, all the needles in me. Luckily enough, I got out of hospital on the 24th, Christmas Eve. Yeah, it was horrible, but it's worth going through. If like, it's just, I'd rather be where I am today than if I didn't go through it and be suffering from it. Like, just rather get it out than keep it in. Yes, and then I'll take you back to like early that year. My mum was sadly diagnosed with breast cancer halfway through that year. So that was very hard. And then later on in, I think it was November, my dad had a mini stroke, and then I had mine. So it was a very tough year for all my family and even my mates and my family friends. Like, it was just horrible. But yeah, and now I've gone back. Last year I went for checkups every 3 months. It's all clear now. Recently went for a check a couple of weeks ago, got it all clear then. So I'm all clear now, which is great. I'm so happy to have everyone, like all the surgeons, all the nurses, all the family, all the friends, and I'm just so happy to have the life I have today. Like, it's been hard, but it's been worth it. And thank you everyone for all the nice comments. It's so great to see you all commenting those great things. I really appreciate you all. Yeah, what else can I say? I think that's about it with my story. You guys were talking about the coronavirus and all that stuff and how it affects everyone. Unfortunately, because of all the radiation, I went through radiation treatment last year, at the start of last year. No chemo, just radiation. So that was good on that perspective. But because of all that, my immune system's shot. And so I've been in the higher bracket for the catching it. Like, but luckily enough, I haven't. Like, I've been isolating me and my mum. Like, my mum had to take up time off work because of her and myself. But she's still going through her treatment. Like, she's on medication every day. Like, she only had to do radiation, but she's got the other medication. But yeah, it's it's been a hard few years, but it's been all worth it. Like, I don't know where I would be if I didn't go through everything. Yeah.
Dude, I just want to say one thing. I want to say two things first. I want to say thank you so much for telling that story, bud. I know that must have been hard for you, especially the fact that we dropped off and you're all on your own there. But
yeah,
mate, I know how tough that was for you. All right, I know you've told that story in TAFE before, but you've never told it like that. So I'm so proud of you, Locke, for getting that off your chest and for speaking, so well the way you did.
Thank you for letting me talk about it. It's been good.
Mate, and another thing I want to say to everyone out there, this man, bloody hands, this bloke is now doing mental health, and he's going to get into the mental health industry to help other people. So what more can we say about Lockie? Like, he's been through all that, and now because of all that, what we keep talking about every week, life experience, he's got it in abundance. You know what I mean? So,
abundance isn't the word, mate. Look, I honestly got to say, luckily we were off camera for a minute then, because
me too.
I didn't mean to be rude, mate, but I had to get up and go out of the room. I don't know I thank God that someone like you is around and you're here with us, and mate, as everyone's saying, thank you for sharing your story with us, dude. Like, seriously.
No problem.
And you know what? There's a name for someone like you, mate, and I think this is going to go unanimous with everybody that's on this page. Fucking bloody legend. See, I can't even talk. You choked me up that much, mate. Legend. Absolute legend. There is no other word for you, mate.
You're ingrained now, champion. That's like Pete said, that's character building. I know that's a shit way to go through it, but mate, your resilience now is like nothing can touch you, Locke. Nothing. You've been through some of the hardest shit that anyone will ever. You'd only want to you wouldn't want to go through any of that. But if you went through one of those things and come out at the end of it, you'd be like, fuck yeah. But dude,
there's always people in the world worse than me. Like,
look,
they lose their lives and all that stuff. Like, I can't imagine what everyone.
I just can't get it, dude. You have gone through literal river of shit and come clean on the other side, and you're still here saying, "Oh, but guys, there's people worse than me out there. There's this or that." Look, take your mantle for a minute, dude. We're putting you up there. This is the Lachlan minute. Take it. Be happy. Be proud that us two are sitting here giving you props for everything, dude.
I'm very proud that you guys are saying this stuff, but I just don't want to take like all the credit from everyone. Like, everyone been through something bad. But
you've got to say, Dano, since the day I met him, he's been exactly the same. It's always been. He's always said that.
There's people that have been through bad things, dude, right? But no one has a right to be in comparison or anywhere, not even the same fucking library as you are, because the shit that you've been through is not character building. You're fucking Superman, dude. You are literally Superman. And look, it doesn't matter. You can say, yes, there are people out there worse than you, but at this moment, God bless you, bro. God really bless you.
And the best thing is
made an old man happy, I have to say. To see a young man like you standing there. Look, you're making me burn up. It's fucking 3 degrees outside.
And that's the best thing I'll say about it too. Like, again, he's been through all of that, and now we're at TAFE together, and it's not easy, this TAFE course we're doing, is it?
Oh, no.
Right? And the fact that he's dedicating time now to be able to get into an industry where it's all about helping other people. Like, dude, if I had a hat on, I'd take it off, because
I'm seriously thinking about going to find one just so I can take it off. Like, I can't even. I mean, look, this one is for you. Cheers to Lachlan.
Cheers to Lachlan, everyone.
Lachlan, you put your drink down, mate. This is a cheers just to you.
This is for you, bud.
Cheers, guys.
Mate, thank you so much, Locke, for coming on. Again, I know how hard that was for you, buddy. I saw you choking up there, but mate, thank you so much for sharing. And you've inspired a lot of people here tonight to, as hard as shit gets in life, you just keep going, man. You just keep trucking, and that's what you're doing, So be proud of yourself, brother. I know that everyone watching tonight, I know all your friends and family, your TAFE family, we're all so proud of you. We're all so lucky to have you in our life, Locke. So, thanks,
I really
man.
appreciate all the comments that everyone's been sharing, and like you guys with your comments on this. It makes me
dude, I can't keep up with them. They're flying in the past. I can't keep up with them.
You know what? This hasn't been done before here yet. We've been 9 weeks or so, Ryan. It's been now. We haven't done this before, but mate, if there was an award for the BAMF of the year, it would be you. Do you know what BAMF stands for? BAMF?
No.
Badass motherfucker. That's what it stands for. Right? That's what it stands for. And I think you should go and get a tattoo across your back, BAMF. Because if anybody ever fucked with you, mate, seriously, you just have to tell them that story, and they'd be your best mate for life. Look, Ryan, this is.
Thank you I know how hard that was for you.
I'm not the type of bloke to sit here and piss in your pocket or anything like that. I'll call it as it is. But I'm seriously telling you, there's some people in this world, as I spoke about last week, some people in this world who you want to be your friends with because you want to learn, you want to grab some experience, you want to be just somewhere near as like. If I could aspire to be half of the person that you are, mate, it would make me 10 times better.
Thanks, mate. Really appreciate you saying those kind words.
Like, my mind is fucking blown. Ryan, introduce this kid to Gus Walland.
I think I might have to, actually. I think I'm going to get in contact with Gussie. And
I'm
going to make sure Gussie watches this. I'm going to make sure Gussie watches this video. So,
mate, I got to turn the heater off because it's burning up in here. Like, you've just got the blood boiling, dude, and inspirational. When I stepped out of the room, I told my wife, you have got to watch this video because there is this dude on here who has just taken this page by storm and literally just grabbed it by the back of the head and said, "You're my bitch now." I can just not imagine it. Dude, you're a legend, and purely from me to you, dude, I love you so much. You are the greatest. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're a fucking champion. Seriously.
Can I just share a quote I've seen in the footy sheds at Kincumber Oval?
Mate, you could do whatever you want to. You could run around naked if you wanted to. This is your
that. It says, "Pain is temporary, glory is forever." And that's what I've been thinking in my head throughout this whole time. Just once I get through this, my life will be so much better. Like, it's all worth what I'm going through.
Life's experiences, man. Life's just full of experiences, and you've experienced a shitload at your young age, mate. And your whole life is ahead of you, Locke. So, I'm so proud of you, brother. I'm so proud to know you and to be a small part of your life, man. I really am so proud. And I want to thank you again from the bottom of my heart for coming on here tonight and sharing your story with so many people. And like, this story will be online forever for people to see and for people to get inspired by. So, dude,
I don't have an answer for that.
Hats off to you. What was that?
Something else I can help with?
Serious talking to you.
Google's impressed, dude.
Yeah, you've even got Siri in thrall.
Can I ask you a question, mate?
Yeah, sure.
How old are you?
Just turned 20.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. I forgot to tell you how to say that. Yeah, just turned 20.
Ryan, get this kid off, man. He's going to make me cry. Dude, 20 years old.
Yep.
20 years old, and you've eaten such a solid shit sandwich, and you still come out this side and you're like this, mate. You know what? I'm calling it, mate. You're not human. You have to be sent from heaven itself, mate, because you're a fucking angel.
He's Superman, mate. He's Superman.
Yeah, as I said, you're Superman. Go and get a fucking S tattooed right on your chest next to that Banff tattoo, and you could be the bad mate. Mate, cheers to you. You're that's
Superman. I had an opportunity to go into the Gosford Children's ward at the hospital with a family friend who goes in and talks to all the kids and gives out presents.
Yeah.
And he takes one person in with him and dresses up for them to dress up as a superhero. I dressed up as Superman and went in and talked to him.
bang. I told you. Fucking
You are, dude. Perfect choice, brother. Perfect choice, man. Perfect choice.
Look. See this? Fucking shakes, dude. Seriously.
Dude, look at this.
There you go.
There you go.
Page, mate.
All right, Locke. Listen, mate. I'll let you go, dude. But thank you, mate. Again, you know, I can't even speak, man. You brought us both, man. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of both of our hearts. Thank you for coming on and sharing that such inspirational story. And again, I'm just so blessed to have you in my life, man. So
Thank you.
thank you.
Were you going to get that other lady on before?
Yeah. Oh, do you want to? Yeah, hang on. I'll try and let's try and bring her on. Marianne, you ready? Give me a nod. I can see you in the. Yeah, she's good. All right, let's see if we can do this. Oh, we can. Look at
Hey, it works. I don't know what to say. Like,
How do you follow that one up?
fuck,
I just have to say thank you.
fuck.
Like for you to be a nurse, just thank you for everything you do for people like me.
Oh no.
Really appreciate it. Like,
Oh man, I feel like I do nothing when you get people like, because I was in geriatrics though, but you get people that come in like this and they're like, you know, there are people worse off than us and this happened to me, that happened to me, but I'm getting through it. I'm going to TAFE. I would just be in a ball in the middle of my room with my 3 other patients looking at me crying like, how dare this happen? Like, I don't know. I can't speak. I've had like a tissue. I've gone for a walk.
I had to go for a walk too.
And then he's like, I'm 20.
I had to go for a walk. Hey, look, can you do me a favor, mate? Find me on Facebook and add me because, dude, I am going to become I'm going to become your friend. We're going to be mates, dude.
sounds good to me.
Just please. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I finished the bottle, dude, because of you.
I don't even drink and I want to get a drink now.
I need to go to the bottle. I'll be back in a minute.
Pick up some vodka.
Oh, you're lucky I've still got my paper in here, bro. I would be screwed.
These comments and these, like what you guys been saying, it's just so great. I'm so grateful for it. Like, it's just.
Don't be grateful. It's straight up facts.
You deserve nothing less, brother.
It's just so amazing to have guys like you in the world. Like, to talk to.
Mate, I agree with you a lot. And that's again, dude, this is why we're doing this, is to have a space for people like you to come on here and express the way you feel. You know what I mean? And that's huge. That's massive. This is why we did this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like I've learned something today. Like, just.
I'm the same, Marianne. I really am. I'm absolutely the same. So, mate, I'll let you go.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Man.
No, thank you.
Hey, Lachlan.
Yeah.
No, just quickly 1 second. This is my This is my wife. You heard that we just had a baby on Tuesday?
Yeah, congrats on that.
Thank you. But you see this kid here? If he's 20 years old and he's gone through 3 times what your old man's gone through.
It's crazy.
If I could adopt a son, it would be him. I'm going to get her to watch through the video and see your bit again. And I'll tell you, you add me on Facebook, dude. And if you make her cry, I'm going to message you and tell you because I guarantee you will.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Dude,
Yeah.
No, I had to walk out of the room because of this guy. Dude,
Yeah.
I am all you just I could talk to you for the rest of the night. Just piss them 2 off. We'll talk.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm okay to go. Just let him talk.
Mate, yeah.
Mate,
I know.
thank you so much, Lockie. I appreciate it, buddy.
Mate, thank you for this opportunity. It's been very great. Like, it's been amazing, mate. Nothing better.
Anytime you want to come on, you just let me know, all right?
Will do.
Yeah, I want to catch up to see how he's going in a couple of months. Yeah.
You are welcome, mate. We'll make it a 3-person show every week.
All right, brother. Thank you so much, Lock.
Sending our love, bro. Love you much.
Yeah.
See you, bud.
Cheers.
Oh, wow. Okay, I got to move that camera again.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's a special boy. He really is. He's a special dude, man. He's a special.
Give us a warning next time you do that, mate.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, oh, I'll just while they're talking to this other guy, I'll just duck out. And Gilbert, my partner, was like, no, you literally have to listen to what he's saying. You need to listen to it. As soon as I got into it, I was like, tissue out. I'm like, how the hell at 20?
Yeah. He leaves me speechless, that kid. He really does, and the fact that what gets me, he's told, I've heard that story a couple of times, it gets me every time, but the fact that he's now going to dedicate his life to helping others, like, just
amazing.
Speaks volumes of the person that he is. So, I just, again, like, thank you so much just for being here, champion. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I've
learned something.
I'm not one to be speechless very often, as you well can imagine.
I can assume so.
Screw you, Anne-Marie. But
who's this Anne-Marie? I don't know Anne-Marie.
Oh, sorry, Marianne. But I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again. I've tripped on my words and I can't get up. I'm stumbling.
Yeah, I'm on the ground, man. I'm just. How do you follow that?
You don't. We could end it now. Earliest video.
I'm gonna try. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring my daughter on because she's been waiting for such.
Please, Amelia. Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring all 4 of us on to make it a bit easier for her.
All right,
so Amelia,
I can see the mess behind me.
Millie, I can see you there in the lobby. Give me a wave if you're ready to go. Amelia, can you wave? You ready to go? All right. Okay, everyone, this is my daughter, Amelia. As you've seen since day one, she has been on, but she's always sat to the side. She's been working on her confidence, and I'm very pleased to bring her on right now, and she's about to talk. So here she comes. Here's my daughter, Amelia Jane.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, Amelia.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm very well. I'm blown away by Lachlan, but I'm okay.
I'm happy to have Amelia
He's
here.
a legend, yeah.
Legend doesn't count. Doesn't it? Go
Mm.
on. You talk.
Yeah.
I'll shut up.
Yeah, I'm going to let Amelia talk because I'm still working on getting there.
So, sweetheart, what did you want to talk about tonight?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't hear Anne-Marie.
Do you want to come a bit closer to the screen because we are a little bit quiet. We can't really hear you.
Is that better?
That
sounds better.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. I'll try to speak up as well.
I can't hear her, but
your mother's posted something there.
oh my god.
Turn the light on so we can see your beautiful face.
I don't know. I liked her little backdrop she's got going on. Very cool.
It is pretty awesome. That's much better.
Yeah, it looks so good.
Looks so good. Oh, look.
You too.
So what would you like to talk about, young lady? Would you like to talk about how tough it is being a teenager?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Indecisive women. I tell you what.
Hey,
Okay.
I'll get your missus in there to smack you across the back of the head.
She's indecisive as well. She'd have to think about it first.
Oh, don't start, mate. She just popped out a kid. Don't start. You're going to die.
Come on, sweetheart. It's up to you now. What do you want to? Over to you. What do you want to have a chat about tonight?
I don't know.
Are you excited to be going back to school?
Let the comments decide. I don't know.
Are you? Yeah, like Anne-Marie said, are you excited to be going back to school on Monday?
Not really.
Why is that?
There's gonna be more stress, anxiety, and all that, so that's not gonna be fun.
Because of schoolwork, or because of the people that are there?
Like both.
Both?
So, Amelia, remember when you go back to school, you be who you are, who you want to be. You don't let other people govern you. Right?
Straight up. You're too smart.
Yesterday, I was stuck at the front gate all alone, and I didn't want to go like to where I hang out because of my anxiety, and like there was like so many people around me, and like I could like see some people staring at me. I'm like, oh my god. And then I was calling some of my friends to see where they were and all that. And then some of my friends came and I walked up to them, but the thing is, some of my friends were walking past and they said nothing to me. I'm like, okay, you make the effort to say hi to me, or I'm just gonna back off, not say anything to you. And one of them came up to me, and I'm like, oh, haven't seen you in ages. We had a conversation. And then I was gonna go to my other friend, and she's like, oh, what's up your ass today? I'm like, okay then.
Oh wow! I forgot how being a teenager was.
I walked away, and I'm like, sorry, I gotta go, and she just said that. I'm like, okay.
Right? You're doing the right thing. Okay, whatever. If they want to be, pardon the word, but bitches towards you, then let them be. You live in your corner and be a bitch. I'll be over here and be a normal human being.
Yeah, damn straight. Walk walk away.
They found other friends anyway, so I'm like, you know what? Go away. Don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, straight up. You don't have to stand there and take it if you don't want to.
We didn't talk at all during the holidays, quarantine. Not a single word. Unless she wanted something from me. And I said yes.
Yeah, there's the sign of a shit friend.
Because I'm a kind person. Simply I said yes, what do you want? Gave it to her. I'm like, oh, I'm so dumb.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the straight up sign of a shit friend. Move on. Dump her ass.
Yeah. So, Amelia, people like that you don't need in your life.
No.
You have a look for the people that are going after you just for what you need. It's not worth it, my dear. I'm telling you.
No.
You want people that like me and your old man, for example. I expect nothing from him, and all I want from him is his friendship. That's it.
You get it.
Yeah.
And he calls me every day and he annoys the shit out of me, but well, I love him just.
Nice little bromance.
It is.
Little.
But yeah. Little, huge bromance. 10-year bromance.
I can't hear Emery. I'm sad. I can't hear
You what?
She can't hear me.
You can't hear Anne-Marie?
No.
Oh. Can everyone else hear Anne-Marie?
Yeah, I can hear her.
Yeah, you can hear
I
her?
can't.
No.
Aww.
Anne-Marie feels left out now.
Oh, well, just get rid of her. Make her picture go away, and it's fine.
I've only got these two
What if I do this?
Oh God.
Oh, hello.
I still can't hear her.
Oh well, shit.
Well, you can just talk to me, my dear. So, look, I know it was said before, but I got something in my eye. Sorry. So how you been with everything? How's everything going?
My mood was like, it kept changing today. I was happy, sad, and like all throughout the day, I was so confident. And then something changed tonight, and I still went on here anyways. So, yeah.
Well, that's good. It's good. It's a big step forward that you've actually come on here and you've actually, because I know you're a bit shy to show your face. I don't know why. I mean, you're a pretty young girl, and you should be showing it off. But it's good that you're here. Congratulations, you've done well. You've done very well.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anything else you want to talk about?
I don't know. You guys can talk. I'll just give advice. Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to be like in the background kind of hanging out, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Ryan, come back now.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey.
I just feel so lonely.
We can hear you, Marianne. Don't worry.
I know, but she's the most important one.
So you really can't hear Michelle? Maybe if you're downstairs, can you?
No, she's upstairs.
Oh, is she?
I tried the Chromebook, but I didn't.
Are you on your phone?
No, I'm on my iPad because the phone sound kept glitching, so I'm on my iPad.
Oh, okay.
You know what you do, Ryan? Seeing as you can hear Anne-Marie, Amelia, go in with your dad.
Why don't you come in here? It's the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Turn that on. I'll let you go with that, and you come up in here. Right?
Okay.
Ta-da. Right.
Oh. See,
Oh.
modern solutions to modern problems.
That's
Mate.
it. That's it.
Oh man, but no, I'm so proud of her to get on. I know that's hard for her.
Look, it's huge. It's massive because, as I've said, the last few weeks she has been in the room and she has been talking, but she just to have that confidence today and I've noticed that these videos are actually helping her.
Which is good. It's extremely
been
good.
talking to her about things and the fact that she's actually willing to come on and show this beautiful face.
It's not beautiful.
Let's put this hand down.
No.
There, come on, let's put this
It's
hand
an
down.
all right face, all right? You're not walking around with this, this double chin thing going on. I'm growing a monobrow. I'm really proud of that. I couldn't grow a beard for you fellas, so I tried this week.
What do you mean it's all backwards?
Yeah, well, I mean, look, I'm no Mona Lisa myself, but hey, I've kind of learned you like when you don't look. That's it.
Yeah, well, I got to the point where I don't care. I'm getting married. I'm like, at least one person likes this face on a daily basis. That's enough for me.
Yeah, that's it.
Don't torture the teenager.
No, torture her. It's good for her.
And as I keep telling her, it's the way if you've got a problem, the best way to do is not run away from it. It's to go at it, deal with it. I mean, because that's the way we learn. One of us has got to be on camera, right?
I'll be here. It's backwards.
I love that we've gone from like 2 serious guests, especially after Lockie, to this.
All right.
Welcome to Friday nights, people. You never know what you're going to get.
Oh, hang on, look at this one.
Hey,
This
it's
one's
Caleb.
Hello. I'm gonna go get a drink.
All right, so let's talk about something. Let's talk about you, Marianne. What would you like to discuss tonight?
I have struggled this week with motivation to do anything and everything. So I'm going to put it out to the people in the comments. How do I get it back? Because I have assessments for TAFE to do, and I just can't. I've sat in front of computers for 3 days going, can't be bothered. I'll just game instead. So how do I get it back, guys?
While we're waiting for comments to come through,
I'll bring it out to you fellas.
I had that conversation with you during the week when you let me
You
know,
did.
and I was actually lacking a bit of motivation myself.
Yeah.
You were.
But what happened and I'll tell everyone what I told you. How I found my motivation again this week was through help. I listened to one of my mates, Jay Hall, who's on here, aka Kirsty Hall. He sends me podcasts every couple of days. Inspirational podcasts to sort of, just the sort of uplifting ones that really help me deal with what I'm going through. And it was a Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is an extremely motivational person.
Yeah.
And just listening to his 45-minute podcast about regaining self-confidence And, and self-confidence is basically, I mean, we're all confident, you know what I mean? And we've all got it in us. It's how we choose to use it. You know what I mean? And when we decide to harness that confidence, that can turn into motivation. So, you know, and I did pass that on to you. I hope you did get a chance.
I haven't got to it yet. I'm always that person who's like, yeah, give me all this help. And they're like, oh, get. So it's on my list because we got Spotify. So I thought I'll get that, like, because we got the paid one, and I'll get a couple up and I'll just listen to them. But even that is it's just the motivation to even turn it on and get started.
Yeah.
I've just lost it. I think it's maybe I've been in isolation for so long and I have been unwell throughout those weeks. And then once I feel better, something else happens. So I can't get there.
Well, Jess here, this is another one I go to TAFE with. You know, sometimes once I make myself start, the flow gets going. And that's very true. You know, we have a group chat going on with our TAFE class, and it's basically for that reason, to keep each other motivated.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you know, it's like, Marianne, if we were expected to do these TAFE courses on our own,
we'd struggle. It wouldn't work. No.
That's why you need that unit, that close camaraderie of people that sort of, you know, you can reach out to
which I developed in Cert 3 with you, and then followed it on with people that didn't do mental health but stayed in our community service course. But we used to go to the library a lot. We used to like smash them out, have chats, have that conversation. I think that's where I'm missing, where I'm not forgetting, but like I'm missing the bounce back off somebody.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. You know, and that's a huge thing. It's that's that confidence that you can install with other people. You know what I mean? And it's sort of like, come on, we can do this, you know, and
I'm missing that person behind me going, because you know me, I have this running joke that I am the love child of a doomsday prophet and Chicken Little. The sky is falling, I must hoard everything can hide.
I love that.
Yeah, so I'm very Chicken Little in a way, like the sky is falling, it's the end of the world.
Yeah.
Which is something that I tried to work through going to stop last year. And it has kind of followed me on this year, and especially with COVID. And I'm in Sydney, though my class is on the Central Coast. There's that long distance that I just I feel very isolated in a bubble.
Yeah.
And so when I'm isolated in a bubble, I kind of shut down. Like there's no accountability, I guess.
I can definitely, as soon as I heard that you were moving down to Sydney, I thought, I knew it'd be tough for you. Being away from that network of people that we have up here.
Yeah, it was just circumstances changed, things have moved around. I thought I wasn't moving until months after this month, so weighing up what was the best to do. But it was okay because I was spending 2 days on the Central Coast, then coming to Sydney and going back and forth. I don't mind that. I like travel. I like public transport when it's not covered in germs. But yeah. So that's the germs. But I'm feeling the isolation feeling has started to hit now.
Yeah, I bet I can imagine.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I do my fortnightly trips to the Central Coast to visit my mum. So.
Well, that's good. Well, I'm glad you still get to come up here, and the fact that it's lucky that it's online. So I mean, I can't even travel for you every 2 days a week to come up here, and you know, just to study all day and then come back. Apparently, apparently we're having trouble. Apparently we're dropping out, but I can see that we're still here. And it says we're live. A few people are just sending me messages going, "Are you still there? Are you still there?"
I'll just check with Gilbert because I know he's over here watching it.
If you could, because I just don't know what's happening here. Apparently we've lost Pete.
Oh, Gilbert's not having any issues. He said we're pretty smooth.
Well, must be your internet out there, people. For once, it's not me. Yes. Damo, have you frozen or are you just...
Yeah. No, we've lost Damien.
That's not
I didn't even realise. I just thought that was his pensive thinking face.
So did I for a second there. Yeah, Damo, if you're there, chick, come back.
I need your opinion. I need your honest opinion on things.
Yeah, I'll be here.
Are we all still? Oh, you're not.
I'm not.
You're
I
playing
have
the game.
plans.
Well, yeah, that's a bit
Oh.
bizarre. It is very
Oh.
bizarre. Anyway,
Fun
we'll carry
time.
on without him.
Yeah, we don't need him.
He's had to do it without me, so I'll have to do it without him.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, Damo, if you're there, mate, click back on that link and you can come back on, champion.
Get back in here.
So yeah, with your motivation, yeah, I know it's tough, eh? And
Yeah.
but I know you. It'll come back.
Yeah, it will. It's just I sent into assessments this week and I thought, sweet, I'm done. I've got role plays coming up. I'm okay. And then the teacher's like, oh, just checking into, where you're at with this particular task. And I'm like, what task? This task from when we were actually in class. So yeah, I think it was just the fact that it's something I wasn't planned because me, I like to plan. I like to have ideas of what's happening, and then for something to be shoved that I wasn't aware of. I drop everything. It's like I'm carrying plates and then someone puts something on top of it and it just smashes. But instead of cleaning it up or getting them again, I just kind of stand there looking at it going, oh, well, end of the world. Panic now.
Yeah. Oh, and that's the number one. It's our number one go-to thing. When things start going shitty for us, we just, oh, God, forget it. That's just going to get worse if I keep trying. So, yeah, it's tough. It is very tough. But yeah, I know you. I know that you'll find your motivation again and you'll kick ass again like you always do. So
yeah, I will. The teacher's not stressed about it. She knows that with everything that's been going on and with assessments, that things are falling through. It wasn't, oh, you need it now. It's just, how are you going with that? Like, where are you at roughly on this? Like, when would you be able to send it? And I was like, I've sent it. She's like, you haven't. Opened it up and went, oh, it's a blank document. All right, got to start working on that. And then just the next day, just couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's tough. As I said, I'm the same. I'm quite behind at the moment. I've got I've got about 5 assessments due within the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, you mentioned that. That's hardcore.
It is hardcore. Maybe 3 weeks, but still, a lot of them are due within the next 2. And
it's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure, but again, it's pressure that I've put on myself because I've had time to do them.
Yeah.
But again, just that lacking that motivation. Instead of sitting down, doing the assessment today, I'll just sit around today and I won't do much.
Oh, well, I slept into about midday. And then that was the end of me. I just couldn't be bothered to do anything. I watched catch up at TV instead.
Yeah, that's it.
Had everything else better to do, yeah.
I seriously think we are having trouble here because we're down to 4 people, and that's not like this for this time.
No.
It's very bizarre. But I've got my phone here, and we're going fine here. So I just is it for once? Is it everybody else? And
I think so, because I've just brought it up on Facebook, and
it's going.
Unless we're really super boring, it's going.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe we're so boring now.
We're boring now.
No, it's not you. You know what it is.
What?
I think Lockie's story has just rocked everyone.
Yeah, I know.
Where they just can't take it anymore. They've had the tissues have come out, and they're just like, I can't watch this anymore. I've had enough. I just can't do it. I can't do it.
Oh wow, I'm like, are we boring? I'm so sorry. Yeah. I don't have any cool stories like that. Not cool. Not that his story was cool, but
We've got 3 people now.
Oh wow! And one of them's going to be Gilbert, probably your wife.
Yeah. So
maybe
we've got a private message here. What is it? Oh, Jace, do you want to? Hey, Jason,
bring Jason back on.
Jason, if you're ready, champ, I'll bring you on. All right. Here we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Jason.
Hey, Jason.
Hey, how are ya?
Good. Nice to meet you. Good chat earlier.
You too.
Have we been dropping off or anything like that?
To tell the truth, I don't know. Surprisingly, I've had a lot of messages and phone calls have come through after it. People I didn't even know were watching, saying they just saw me on it. I've told my brother I was going on it, and he's messaged Simon. Other people's been messaging, and other people started watching. And they honestly have come. mate, just that was fantastic, and I got to watch the other story because I missed most of it, so I'm going to go back and watch what he had to say.
It's well worth
I caught the end of it, but I just really want to come back and say my message went out to a lot of people, and it was fantastic. I'm very surprised on who actually messaged me and actually called me. Even my brother, like, we don't talk about these things much. And my brother literally called me up and said, that was fantastic, mate. Good on you for getting out there and putting yourself out there like that. And like, we don't talk about things like that. Like, it just doesn't get brought up. And for him to ring me straight away, I thought that was fantastic. It was great.
Mate,
it was a good chat. It was a really good chat.
Yeah, hopefully we've started something here for you. We've broken. This is what it's about: breaking down those barriers, man. Breaking down those walls. You know what I mean? Like, again, like I said, it took balls for even me, and I'll admit it took balls for me to start this. You know what I mean? Like, again, because of what my mates, what would my mates say about me doing this? You know, and
yeah,
again,
the stigma around it.
It was all bullshit in my head because every single one of my mates is ringing me every day saying, dude, we are so proud of you, what you're doing here. You're giving us a chance to express ourselves, and we've been waiting for something like this. And so, dude, if we've done anything to help you tonight with your family and your brothers, and mate, I'm over the moon for it, dude. I'm proud of you for doing this too, because I know it's not an easy thing, man. Coming on here, online and expressing yourself and opening yourself up to basically, to the world. It's not an easy thing, man. So, you've done really well, and I'm proud of you, Jace. So well done, buddy.
No, Damien's back. Damien is back, apparently.
Stay here, dude. Stay here, Jace. You're on now. Hey, where'd you go?
The internet god kind of, yeah.
You scared us because it froze. You were very pensive. I was like, oh, that's just Damien's face.
Yeah, you were stuck like, we're like, Jesus, he's really in a deep thought.
Yeah, he's like, I'm waiting for what you were going to say. I'm like, he's thinking of something real good. He's been there for like a good 5 minutes, like thinking this through.
Yeah, I don't think that long.
Yeah, that trick you said you're going to do. Remember we were talking about before we came on earlier, you said you're going to do it. I said, he's really doing it.
Yeah, you're right.
What happened that you were able to get some dinner though, Damien?
Well, I wouldn't call it dinner, but it's something to put in my mouth.
Yeah, close enough.
So listen, while you were off, were we dropping in and out? No, it's just you, mate. Like I said, maybe for once it's not me, it's everybody else.
Well, it actually said to me that the host cut you out, so I thought you just dropped me off.
No, I did not touch
you. You froze and then just gone.
You froze and then you just disappeared, mate.
Something wrong with my internet because Amy's watching Netflix and it just died on her. She's like, no! So, I don't know. I was talking about the internet.
Did Ryan's trick and left the power cord unplugged?
Yeah, did you do that?
No. I can't leave you. If this wasn't plugged into the power, it wouldn't work. So I'm safe on that. I'm safe on that aspect, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm back. What were we talking about?
Well, I was discussing motivation and trying to get it back, but I just wanted to, I don't know, what did I want to do? Wanted to shout out to Jason for that chat. Like, from someone who wasn't here for that chat, it was really good to hear someone open up and discuss that, because I grew up with my dad. Like, my dad was having symptoms of a heart attack, but didn't say anything because it was, oh, I'm all right, I'll man up. Mm. That's just the way he was raised. I spent a lot of time with my grandfather, and it was, you don't talk about these things because no one wants to hear it. No one wants to hear you whinge.
That's what we
so to actually have men that are of an older generation than I am, calling you all old, actually say, you know what, something's going on. I need to talk to somebody. I need to do something about this. Kind of goes, okay, well, you know what, for my generation, and, if I have sons, they see men going, you know what, I'm not okay. And it's okay not to be okay, that I have to have this discussion, or, you know what, I'm struggling. or the way that I thought my life was going to be when I was 18 is not what's happening at 40.
Yeah.
Or
Definitely.
younger for Damien, of course, but yeah.
Not by much. No, not by much.
The one thing
I don't want to age the poor man up. He's already aged enough this week.
What were you saying, Jace?
The one thing I've got a bit of feedback on is a lot of people are struggling with work and the pressures of work. Like that's a couple of messages that I got back was, yeah, I'm also struggling with my work and what I'm doing at work and all that, and I do lose sleep about it at home. And they're not talking about it. And well, that was me as well. And they're not talking about it. They're stressing at work and not sleeping and these things. And they're like, you know, when you mentioned it, I thought I'm in the same boat.
Yep. A lot of people are. And a lot of people won't say anything about it.
No, that's right. So, I don't know, mate. You know, as I said, there's the phone numbers that go across the screen. I said you learn that there's ways to deal with it. You know, and it doesn't have to be as bad as what it is.
That's it, mate. You know, and that's why these numbers are going across, because, you know, even before I started doing these TAFE courses, I knew there was some work, some help.
Yeah.
But I didn't know how to access it, and I didn't know how many were actually out there, and I didn't
even know how many there was.
Yeah, exactly, and I didn't know how to access them. So, like, and another point of this too is bringing that awareness to people that there is so much help out there if you just. But again, it's hard to come across, and again, this is more reasons why these numbers are all constantly going across the bottom, is to just show people that if you are struggling with anything, motivation, with, you know, anxiety, depression, any sort of, you know, even having those permanent thoughts for temporary feelings, there is so much help out there. You know what I mean? There's so many professional people out there that are willing to help. And, you know, you just got to look at someone like Lockie, who's, you know, both of us with, you know, and Marianne, we're doing these courses so that we can get out into these jobs to be able to help other people. You know what I mean? So there are some good people out there. You know what I mean? And there's some good agencies that are willing to help. So
yeah, and we've both got good people in our classes that want to make a change in all different areas.
That's right, exactly. So, you know, there's a new, as I keep saying, there's a new flux of people coming through. In the next few years, there's going to be some fantastic people in the community services industry. So as good as there are now, there's going to be even better ones coming soon. So, yeah, man.
It's an industry that has to keep growing and has to keep getting better, and it's got to adapt.
Big time, especially with that, that injection of 48 million from last week.
Yeah.
You know, it's very long overdue, but you know, we'll take it, because coming out of COVID,
we're going to need it.
Yeah, as Gussie said the other day, you know, we lose 8 people every day.
Yeah, and that's 8 people too many.
Yeah, 8.5 people every day. 2 women, 6 men every single day.
That's too many.
It's way too many.
Like 8.5 people too many every day, day in, day out, 7 days a week.
That's right. It's just way too many.
You can say there's 8 people, but that's 8 loved ones. That's, you know, 6 fathers or future fathers or brothers, sisters.
6 families that are all affected. How many people are in one family? When you branch it all out, and with suicide, when it comes to suicide, you know, if that one person makes that decision to take their pain away, it may take their pain away at that time. But what they do, they actually transfer their pain to the rest of their family. You know what I mean? And then that spreads. So, you know, suicide's very, it's a very important subject to me. You know, I've lost family members to suicide. I've lost friends to suicide. You know,
I haven't. Yeah.
I'll even be, you know, I wasn't sure I was going to be able to talk about this tonight, but I actually, you know, I attempted once when I was a teenager. So, and I'm just so glad that somebody found me and stopped it from happening, because I wouldn't have experienced all the awesome things that I've got in my life today.
Yeah.
And but again, I use that as motivation to keep pressing on, keep moving forward, and it's.
I do the course and things like that because I didn't attempt, but I contemplated it. I contemplated it real hard, more than once.
Oh, sure, a lot of people have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like the day that I left my job, I worked near a major busy road in Sydney, Victoria Road. Cars, buses come flying, and I sat there and I went, how easy would it be just to run?
Yep.
See what happens. Take a chance. And I just went, no, because then someone's got to go tell my mum. Someone's going to have to tell my brother. My mum's already lost, her husband. She doesn't deserve to lose a child.
No,
and it was that one thought, and I went, you know what? Nah, just go back to your nurse's accommodation, pack your stuff, and you'll be all right. And I did. I got help. I went and spoke to somebody.
That's all it takes, just to talk to someone.
Yeah.
You just got to find that right person, someone you got a connection with.
I was already seeing a therapist for the issues that I was having at work and my workplace stress, and we had a traumatic death, which kind of set everything for me off. So I was already seeing her, and I went in and went, this is what I tried to do the other day. What do I do? And she went, okay, we're going to talk about this because you showed zero signs of this through the amount of weeks that I've spoken to you. This is something I didn't think you'd ever think about. Yeah. And I went, well, I didn't think about it to that one very moment. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Carly.
It's like that. So even when I started doing the work I was doing, same deal. I was under that much stress in my head, not talking to anyone. I came home, pretended like everything was fine, and I've got this new career. I'm moving up the corporate ladder. I'm becoming management. Telling everyone how well I'm doing. In the meantime, I was going crazy out of my mind because I thought, I can't do this. What am I doing?
Well, I had workplace bullying.
Yeah, I've just told everyone I'm management now and I've moved up the ladder. I can't go around and start telling people I'm struggling and I can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it got very, very hard for me at one stage. And I took a break from it just to get over it. And then I attempted it again. And it was a bit nuts. It was a bit easier the second time. So, sometimes we hide it well. I believe I hid it very well. And I made up an excuse why I wasn't doing that job anymore. And
we make really good excuses. We become the greatest storytellers of why everything's okay.
100%.
Like I could write books on how many lies I've told people about how great everything was going and this was fine when I was a teenager. How was school? Yeah, it was all right. Oh, don't tell me because I live with my grandparents. I'm not going to sit there and tell my nan that I'm being bullied to the point of not just hating it, desperately not wanting to go to school, making excuses not to go. But how was school? Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah, exactly. Because you often think that they don't want to know your problem. They're not really asking me how you are.
Yeah.
They're just making conversation.
Yeah.
You hide
we've lost Damo. Damo, is he frozen? No, he's still there, chowing into his food.
No, I'm here. It's a bit of a touchy subject for me, so I'm just gonna.
I realised.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
And it is. Sorry, I'll shut up. I've been waiting for you to talk, and as soon as you talk, I talk out the top of you.
Rude.
Shut up.
It's the WOG, mate. It's the WOG. I shouldn't use that. I'm not.
I went to so it was about year 11 in school, and I lost a really good mate to it, and it was over a woman who was cheating on him, and he didn't know how to handle it. He didn't ask anybody any questions. He just short drop and a sudden stop in the bathroom. And Yeah, his mum had to find him like that, and we never really got over it. And I've never really spoken about it. Actually, this is the first time I've ever spoken about it, so it's just a bit raw. But
thanks for sharing that. At least that much. That's all right.
Yeah, it's Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
But yeah.
It is what it is. There's so much. There's so much to talk about on that subject. It's a big thing.
Yeah, it is a really big deal.
I'm just going to sort of jump in now because let people know who's on, whoever's still on, and people that'll watch it during the week. Next week we're going to have Michelle Harvey back on, psychologist Michelle Harvey, and I think we need to talk more about it with her.
Yeah.
I think she's going to be a really good person to talk to about that sort of stuff. So, yeah, I'll give you a bit of a heads up. Next week we're going to have psychologist Michelle Harvey on. And, she's going to be – I think that's what we're going to talk about. I'm pretty sure that's at least one of the things that we'll talk about with her. So, carry on.
I'll save all my stuff for next week then because I got to kind of get right to talk about it before.
Understandable.
It's tough.
It's one of those things that it hangs around for a long time. Like it's not just somebody says, "Oh, everyone will be better off without me." It doesn't. It hangs around for years and years. If it ever goes away,
I don't know too much about it, but I do know that my cousin's partner that she was with for a while, about 3 years ago, he committed suicide. We don't know. Well, I've never asked because I don't know how to ask what he did. How he committed. I hate saying committed.
I was just about to pull you up on that. We learned that last year. Remember, committed.
Yeah, I just
hate that word.
I need a new. I'm going to try and figure out a new word, but he
died by suicide.
He died by suicide, and even years later, like it greatly still affects her. And I'm her cousin. I don't know how to reach out to her because she always seems bright and bubbly, and the family's reconnected. But there's still pictures of him. They still do a Bunnings barbecue in his name, and yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. And that's it. It's because it's those never-ending questions of why and could I have done more, and look, sometimes no, or most of the time no. You can't. There's nothing you could have done. Once it gets into a person's head, they usually, well, not all the time, but most of the time they do follow through with it. If you're lucky enough to get to them in time and sort of, as I've been taught through my TAFE course, it's a lot of, before I started this TAFE course, it was one of those things, what you don't talk about that with someone. You sort of change the subject, you know what I mean? But what I've learned is that's bullshit. If you know someone's struggling with it, you hit them.
Yeah, worst thing you can do is change the subject. It's like your issues aren't valid. Let's talk about the football.
Yeah.
Because I'm more interested than that. Yeah, let's have a beer, mate.
Yeah. But what I've learned is, no, that's wrong. I wouldn't say, for lack of a better word, confront them, but you talk to them about it. So tell me, so you've thought about it, have you? Tell me how you've thought about it. What are your thoughts? How do you plan on, and what it is, if you can get that sort of conversation going. From what I've been taught, most people that want to suicide don't actually want to die. Clearly, they don't want to. All they really want is for the pain to stop.
Yeah.
Right? They don't actually think about anything else. They don't really want to die. All they want is for the pain to just stop. I just want the pain to stop. I don't want to feel this way anymore. So they think the only way to do that is by suiciding.
Yeah.
And, there are so many other ways. There are so many, there's forums like this. There's people like us, that are out there that are willing to talk.
Yeah.
And, as I've seen, there's a quote going around on Facebook. I've seen it so many times. I'd rather hear about your story than listen to your eulogy.
Yeah. And I think that's a good spot to end. Leave that for Michelle next week. Get really in depth with that one.
I think we leave that one at that. But next week we're going to talk pretty in depth, I reckon, about suicide. So I'll give a massive trigger warning at the start.
Yeah.
It won't be, and I'll say it now, it's not going to be an easy topic.
No, it never is.
You know, it never
Yeah,
is.
no.
It's not going to be easy, but I think it's something that we really need to talk about.
You definitely need a professional on it. No,
And that's why I want to leave it for Michelle to have a professional overview of it, so she can sort of, really run the session, how we're gonna deliver it. So so that's all right. Let's change. What do you got, Damo? Talk to us.
Damo, talk to us, Damo.
What are you eating, mate? Give me some.
Chips. All right, look, I had a thought before.
That's dangerous.
It is dangerous.
It doesn't happen very often, love. I tell you what. Something we haven't really, we touched on a couple of weeks ago, but not really got into super depth about. You know how everyone's stuck at home with COVID and things like that.
Yeah.
So my sister-in-law is kind of struggling a little bit at the moment with having all of her social things taken away from her.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe we can cover on something along that lines, because that's relevant and important at the moment.
Mm.
And what's something that people can kind of replace missing their social activities? What's something that they can replace it with? How do we help someone like that in those type of cases?
Good question, because I'm struggling with lack of social interaction and going to the pub and things like that.
Yeah. We started up, just our group of friends is we get together every Saturday night through Zoom, and we do trivia nights. And we've started that in the last couple of weeks. I hosted it last Saturday night, and I did a Family Feud board game out.
Oh, yeah.
And we did and that's something that we enjoyed it. Weeks before, we one of the guys did a trivia, was just trivia questions and all that. So that's just one way. We found that fantastic. We got together through Zoom for an hour and a half, and not quite as long as your show, Ryan, but an hour and a half.
Drags on, dude.
But that was fantastic. I think we had 8 of us on the screen, and we enjoyed that. That was one way I found it was fantastic. And tonight we've just been getting messages now on what we're doing for tomorrow night.
Awesome, mate. My mates and I have done the same thing for not every week, but every couple of weeks we were doing Zoom parties and stuff like that. So much fun, and we even, we're a very rowdy bunch, my little clan. If any of you are still watching, you can attest to that, how rowdy that we can be. So we, my beautiful friend Carly decided to, all right, we're going to have some sort of order to this, because if we have 13 different screens on the one screen, it's going to be pretty chaotic. So what we did, Carly decided, well, why don't we ask a set of questions to everybody? You know what I mean? We'll go around every person. Well, there was couples, so every screen, everyone got to answer the question. We only wrote 5 questions. 5 questions for the whole night, but those 5 questions lasted 2 hours. So so much fun, you know what I mean? It was just so much fun doing that sort of stuff. And Damo, that's me and Jason basically the same. What about you, Marianne? What do you?
So I reconnected with a couple of my school friends. So me and Gilbert, my fiance, when we went to school, we were in a core group of just acquaintances from all over the shop, because we were 2 junior campuses that mixed into a senior campus. And we were just chatting, seeing how everyone was going. We've got Nicole, a friend of ours, Nicole, who's got the 4 kids that lives out, Rudy Hill way. We've got my friend, that still lives with his mum, but he does a lot of film and editing and things like that. So we're talking about that. I showed them around mine and Gilbert's new place. We just caught up, see how we were going, making plans for what happens, because we were meant to all meet up to go to the pub, my favorite place in the entire world. And then Then COVID struck the weekend, the Friday before we were going to do something on Saturday.
Always away,
COVID shut down my pubs.
Damn it.
I know. And also with my family, my mum's cousins have set up like a family page and everyone's invited. So we've been cracking out photos of our great-grandparents, back when they were in Bondi and Maitland, and my nan and her two sisters' children's photos, which was really, really good because there's only one living sister still. And she's all the way out in Penrith, which is a fair distance from where I live and where my family lives. So yeah, we just got to, find photos of the old ladies when they were kids.
The old ducks.
The old pictures of the 70s and 80s.
The good old ducks.
The daggy fashion choices of my parents.
Mate,
my dad when he had hair.
The 80s had the best fashion, man. 80s was awesome. Daggy as shit, but awesome.
Oh, no, because I got to see a whole new pictures of my dad. So my dad passed away in 2002 when he was 41. I was 11. So I don't have a lot of memories, but he was quite a skinny man. He had developed he got Ross River fever. So all my memories are a very skinny man. I'm seeing like chunky Glenn Costello for the first time in my life. Full head of hair, thick beard, barrel chest.
Wow.
The double denim, was it the Canadian tuxedo?
Nice.
My mum with these massive big glasses and perms. It was great. So that's how I've been dealing with it, going through old family photos. My parents were dags.
We did the family photos with the kids. We broke that out and got out all the old family photos in the 80s and all that, and showing the kids on, all the old times in the 80s and all that. They didn't seem too interested, but anyway, we showed them.
I think as you get older, they're more interesting. So when I was a kid, I would have been like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, good to look back on. Yeah.
But when you see pictures of your parents at the age that you are now, so I'm bringing out my mum's wedding photos were roughly the same age as when I am now. Looking at them going, there is no way you were my age.
Yeah, I can, I only just turned 39 last week, and I remember being a teenager thinking, geez, 40, geez, that's so old. That is so old being 40. Imagine being 40 and shit, I'm 1 year off, I don't feel old, you know what I mean? I might look it, I've got the grey hairs to prove it, but I don't feel it. So, but yeah, can I just, now that I've just got it on my mind, I need to just
get it out, Ryan. Get it out.
I need to have a quick shout out to my cousin Justin, who is, I don't know if he's watching. He's probably not, but hopefully someone is watching that can pass on. He's not having a good time at the moment, but I just want to say, Justin, I love you, brother. I hope you're doing as best as you can. Hang in there, keep fighting. You've got a great family network around you. You've got great mates around you, and just stay strong, all right? And just know that I love you very much, and stay strong, man. Sorry.
That's all right. No, that's all right.
Yeah. So, there you go, Davo. That's. Hopefully that helps you a little bit.
I'll pass it on and I'll let her know. But yeah, she's struggling a little bit. Poor girl.
Nothing.
What does she normally do? What is she missing out on? Maybe that might help us start.
Girl guides, netball, being at work.
Oh yeah.
So she's just, she had all this stuff going on, and then in 1 week she decided to give up, go on a diet, give up smoking, and then COVID hit.
Oh, bless her heart.
Best things that she was doing, all of her fun little things, and then it was all taken away.
Oh, I know the feeling. I started doing aqua with a couple of girls from the Cert 3 class. I was getting out. I was socializing. I was being active because I've been really lazy lately. And then they're like, oh, you can't do that anymore. And it's like, well, okay, cool. What can I do?
That's it. I think that's what you're feeling.
I said I was going to start the gym and COVID hit, but I'll never go to the gym.
I think that's more of a sign from God, actually. Just don't waste your money.
Oh, God. I'm pretty sure I'm still part of it. I'm pretty sure I'm still part of a gym.
Back in the wallet.
I'd made all these plans. I was going to see more live football this year. I was going to make, when I'm back in Sydney, I was like, yeah, go to Leichhardt Oval. I can travel to Brookvale. I'll go. And then it's like, oh, by the way, your Tigers aren't playing anymore. No one's playing anymore.
You know what I'm very excited about? The Tigers are playing up here at the Central Coast Stadium probably twice, maybe even 3 times this year. Oh, my God.
It's still too dangerous. I think it's far too dangerous for them to start playing and to start,
Oh, look, it might be, but
I love my football, but I think I could give up the 2020 football season if people were safe.
Yeah, that's getting back to that. You know, we were talking about earlier with Jace. You know that those decisions that you know. Look, I don't know. I'm just speaking from a biased and selfish point of view. I can't wait. I'm hanging. I missed it so much. I really do. You know, I mean, that's what I'd normally be doing on a Friday night. Even if my team wasn't playing, I'd be sitting there, I'd be plonking myself in front of the TV watching. So I'm sort of hoping it's a double-edged sword. Like when it comes back, are people going to watch this anymore? Are people going to be involved? I'm sure they will, but the numbers may drop. But
numbers are going to drop, but you're going to have your diehards.
Yeah, exactly. You have the diehards, and
you're going to have your diehards.
Yeah. This one, that one. Hang on. Get my finger right.
Everybody.
Jason, you know. So But yeah, look, I'm hanging.
How good Mitchell. Mitchell Moses has been going all right since he left us. I think he's almost.
I'm waiting for Shad.
You know what? You can take him, mate, because he was dog shit for us. So he's done really well for you. So that's good on him. But good on the Tigers for keeping Luke Brooks and getting rid of Mitchell Moses. At the time, I was thinking, what the hell? What is it? Actually, at the time, I was thinking, good decision. But I don't know. He's good. I don't know. I love Brooksy. Don't get me wrong. I love my Brooksy. But I don't know. Mitchell. Yeah, he's better. He's put it this way. He's better for you than he ever was for us. So.
100%. I thought he was.
I'm starting a problem now. Oh.
Yes. He's improved so much.
He has.
Fantastic.
What do you reckon now that we're on talking about footy? There's only 5 people on, so hang on. Lockie wants to come on now. He wants to talk about footy. Lockie's a footy dude.
I've seen He's got a Seagulls jersey on.
Yeah, I know. Hang on.
I don't care, mate. Get him now.
Can I get him on here as well? Oh, I can.
No Sea Eagles. No Sea Eagles. Brookvale.
Can I just tell you a story?
No Sea Eagles. No.
This is how great ex-football players are. When I was in hospital the people that live across the road from my grandparents in Kincumber got onto someone they know who knows the Trbojevic brothers. Jack Trbojevic ended up sending me a training shirt he used that year, signed by both of the brothers, a Manly hat signed by both of those brothers, a Manly beanie. When I was in hospital, they were going to deliver it, but because it was Christmas break, they were training just before Christmas, so they couldn't get time off to come in, which is fair. But then for my, I think it was my 19th birthday, I got a phone call from Steve the Beaver Menzies.
Okay, that's all right. He's a good guy.
To say happy birthday. And he organised for me, my dad, and 2 others, which ended up being my auntie and my cousin, who are all diehard Manly. My dad and his family grew up in Manly.
I'm sorry about that, Lockie. I'm sorry.
Commiserations, mate. Commiserations.
Went down. We got to
You can't be perfect.
We got to meet Beaver. We got to go out onto the field when the boys were warming up to watch them warm up, and that's when I got that photo with Beaver and Brett Stewart.
That's cool, man. That's awesome.
The stuff I do for people is amazing.
Yeah, that's it. That's the best part of the day.
I just had to add that in.
They're good blokes, you know what I mean? They're
I shouldn't crap on them. They are good.
They're all a bunch of bullhead football players, but they're good blokes. You know what I mean? They're good blokes.
Seagulls bought a premiership, but that was a nice story.
No, only Roosters buy premierships.
Roosters, yeah, that's it. I agree with that.
The only Roosters. That was a stitcher.
I'm talking Manly back in the day, way before I was even born, man. I was raised on this hate and anger.
Damo, I've got to ask you something. Being a doggies man.
Oh, yuck.
Hey, doggies are above Doggies are above Seagulls.
Really going to win them Sunday when they start.
You listen. You may be Superman, but it doesn't mean I can't come around and smack you in the head. You're a Manly supporter. You wouldn't know what good football was if it ran you over, buddy.
Just play until
Are you happy? Are you interested? Have you heard that Josh Reynolds is possibly coming back to Belmore? You heard about that? What do you think of that? Being a Doggies fan, are you? Does that excite you at all?
Look,
see, I feel bad. I actually like Josh Reynolds.
I heard about it, but the guy's a flop.
See, I feel bad. I like Josh Reynolds. I do. No,
he's a flop. He's used goods, mate. That's all he is.
Yeah, no. I've met him a few times because his grandmother was a diehard Balmain supporter.
I was going to say, what is it about the Tigers? Adam Blair went there when he was one of the best second rowers in the game.
We fuck him up because sorry, no offense, but no, because it's like management and team and everyone above the players at the West Tigers. They don't know jack shit what they're doing. They're running the team into the ground. There's no cohesion above the players, so the players aren't getting the support and the help they need. And then you've got the supporters, especially at if you go to Leichhardt or Campbelltown Stadium, you have the old Balmain boys and you have the old Magpies ripping shit into each other on the sidelines. And I'm like, that was 20 years ago. We've merged 20 years ago.
And you want to know what the problem is?
Sorry, I'm getting angry. This is my anger.
The problem is, especially with the West Tigers, is that you have a Balmain board and a West president who will never agree on anything.
No.
The problem is, what you should do is you should take your entire board member team, hoik them out the window, and then start fresh with a new team. I'm talking, maybe 10 years ago, the Dogs were in the same situation.
Yeah.
We were our crowds were the worst crowds ever. And all of our team were rapists, and we're all druggies, and all this and all that, and we still won a premiership. Up your ass, but anyway, and then all of a sudden, this what's her name? I can't remember.
Yeah,
her name.
I know the lady.
Raylene Castle.
That one. Yeah, she came in with Dalton House and said, "Listen, you keep on effing up like you are, and we're gonna just get rid of all of you." And everybody kind of went on the straight and narrow. Then she said to our crowd, our team, "You guys straighten up, or we'll just throw you out of the game. You'll never come back."
Yeah, that's what they need.
So and that, I mean, look, I'm not gonna say much, but that's what made us the best team in the league at the moment.
No, but they have to give the Dogs. From the reputation they had back in the day, like I have a friend, Jamie, who was a diehard Doggy supporter since she was a child, 29 years of support. And she hated going to games. Like she'd go to me, so I won tickets to go to ANZ to watch the Doggies game. We're in is it the Dogs Kennel, the dog shed or something? I don't know. I won tickets to go in there. She goes, they'll abuse the shit out of me. I'm going to cop it. Come with me.
Yeah. I remember.
It's when your fans are too scared to go.
I once went to a Roosters Dogs game, and we were down the front in the kennel, and
kennel, yeah.
Me and my mate, we were like, yeah, we'll be fine, no worries about it, everything like that. Yeah, we left at half time because it got too dangerous, and that's us.
I used to live in Belmore, and after a game at Belmore Oval, you'd cop it. If the dogs lost, I lived in North Belmore and you'd hear it. The swearing and the carrying on and the bullshit. And it's like, I'm unsafe in my own house in a suburb.
People take it way too far.
I know, but if we pulled this stuff, because I also used to live in Lilyfield near Leichhardt Oval, if us doggy supporters were walking up from, because it's at the back of nowhere, and you got to go up to the main road, Balmain Road, if we pulled that stuff, we'd lose it.
Did you just call yourself a doggy supporter?
Pardon?
Did you just call yourself a doggy supporter?
I may have accidentally said doggy supporter.
I was going to say, man.
I was a big fan of Hazemel Masri back in the day, all right?
It's too late. It's too late.
Truth comes out.
It starts.
Mate.
And
No, I have my own.
I shower right now. You need to go and have a shower and wash.
I'm not even going to say I have the doggies playing kit of 2007, so I could go to games with Jamie, so I wouldn't cop it. I got a doggies jersey in here somewhere.
I love doing that. I love going to the game and sitting with the other crowd with my Tigers jersey on, sitting right in the middle of them. And every time we score, just,
but you're a guy. I'm 5'2", all right, and I wasn't so chunky as I used to be when I used to go there. I'd cop it. I didn't want to get bashed. I like my front teeth where they are.
You cop it. It's fun. It's fun.
No, but I like my front teeth in my mouth.
Then if you like the front teeth, you got no right being a Tiger supporter.
Shut
Oi. Oi. Balmain boys are strong. Balmain boys don't cry. All right, fuck off.
There was one game I went to.
Isn't that what we're doing here? That stereotype? It's all right to cry, like you little bitches that you are.
There was one game I went to, and the people.
You just be happy you're in Castle Hill, wherever the hell you are.
Sorry, Lockie. Anne-Marie keeps talking over you. Sorry, Locke.
I went to.
Just cut her out.
Wait, let the kid talk.
I went to a game at Brookie, and we were sitting like where the tunnel is in the grandstand, and the guys behind me and my dad, they were yelling out shit, like going crazy. I was just turning, like they were supporting another team. I was just turning around giving them shit. I was only like 16, 17, and just giving them shit, like laughing at them.
Yeah, mate, that's why you
Troublemaker.
Yeah, but I can't do that. I can't do that, all right?
You go to the footy to have fun, express yourself. And I remember once when I was a kid, I went to Belmore with my cousin Kevin, who usually comments and stuff. I don't think he's on here tonight because if he was, he'd be commenting big time on this bit. We went with my dad, Kevin, and his dad, Uncle Godfrey, and we sat right on the fence. And that was when the days when the mascots used to walk around together, sort of giving each other the biff and whatnot.
Yeah.
And
bring back the biff. Bring back the biff.
The bulldog coming closer to me, and actually Dad whispering in my ear, "Smack him! Like just throw your hand at him, smack him." So he's coming closer, and he, because Kevin was standing next to me, Kevin wanted to get a photo, or probably not a photo, but like just wanted to have a hug with the dog. And as he's come in to hug Kevin, I've just give him right across the face. He was, I suppose had to be there. It was pretty hilarious. But I got in trouble for that. Big time got in trouble for that by the security guard. So Dad got yelled at.
Hey,
and
troublemaker.
There was a game at Central Coast Stadium a few years ago. I think it was like 2015, Manly versus Newcastle. And it was like Manly home ground. And the mascot was walking around like where the sheds are. And one or two of the Newcastle fans jumped the fence and started bashing him.
Wow.
I think I remember that.
Yeah.
Because they're Newcastle fans. We can all agree that Newcastle's a bit off, though.
That's a bit.
Jay Hall. If you were there, Jay, stand up for your Newcastle Knights, mate. Come on.
Oh, don't. Come on. They've got friggin' that Junior Pierce's kid, that Mitchell Pearce. Is he still playing with them?
That Bloke should have been a Tiger, I've got to say. I'm sorry. But
No, but we look what happened with our Sirius son, Curtis.
That is useless as tit for the ball, that guy.
No. Yeah, we don't want... Okay, in my family, we didn't even want Junior Pierce. So we don't want his... Nah.
My God, Wayne Pearce is like a god. Oh.
He's the biggest wanker that's ever walked the earth. You have a 5-second conversation with that man, and you are dumber for it.
I hope he's not watching. I hope he never watches this.
I don't care.
I know.
I don't care. I don't care.
We'll get him out on an next week. Marianne can punch it on with.
Dude. No, he's a geriatric. He'll end up hurting. He'll break a hip or something.
Guys, I think we're going to call it. I think we're going to call it. All right. So
we're the last 5 people on here.
I think we are. I think we're six people on, and we're 5 of them.
Hey, Gilbert's the other one. Gilbert's the other one.
I think even Michelle's gone. So that's how interesting this rugby league talk is to everyone else. Oh, 9. Jumped up to 9 people. You watch, they'll see how long they last. They'll probably go, oh, they're talking football. Oh, we're all.
No, but going back to your, he should have been a Tiger. Never. Not going to happen. We all saw what happened to Stereo's son. He cracked.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Stereo.
Curtis Tiernan cracked.
Me and you need to have a serious talk about the Tigers there, Marianne. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, I want to say a huge thank you to Jason first. Oh, hang on. Jason is over there. I want to say a massive thank you to this man right here, Lockie. Thank you so much for coming on, sharing your story, champion.
No, thank you.
And this one, Marianne, thank you so much.
Thanks for letting me talk shit.
Always, anytime, guys. Again, this is so good. Thank you so much for coming on and having a chat with us tonight.
Thank you very much.
I'll see you later, Jace. I'll say goodbye to you first, mate. See you, buddy. Thank you. See you next week, mate. Lockie, thank you, champion.
Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure, mate. Anytime, buddy. Thank you very much.
Chat.
It was a great chat, buddy. Thank you very much. Take it easy, mate. I'll see you at TAFE. I'll see you online next week.
Yeah, sounds good.
See you, bud.
See ya.
And the old Marianne.
Yeah, Marianne, the shit stirrer. At least I'm not a Parramatta supporter.
Yeah, well, at least you're not a bloody Parramatta supporter. At least you're not a Parramatta supporter. All right, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for coming on again. 2 weeks in a row, Marianne.
I know.
You're going to be regular.
That's my quota for the rest of the year.
Oh, no.
No, you're on next week.
We'll get you on again.
No, not next week. You need Michelle.
We might get you on the week after then. Actually, you know what? You know who's coming on in a couple of weeks?
Who?
Joe.
Joe where?
Yeah. So when she comes on, we might get you to come on with her to sort of make us feel a bit more comfortable.
Yeah, she wants.
Yeah, definitely. So I'll get you on when Joey comes on.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Awesome.
I love Joe, and everyone's going to enjoy Joe's story.
Everyone will. So we don't know what she keeps asking me, what are we going to talk about? And I said, well, it's up to you, Joe. You talk about what you want to talk about. I'm not going to tell you what to talk about. You talk about what you want to talk about.
I'm so excited.
Joe has got awesome stories, but we'll just leave it up to Joe what she feels comfortable talking about because, as you know, it's difficult to come on here and talk. But not for you anymore because you're just you're a regular now.
I'm just a pain in the ass, honestly.
Yep.
Anyway, go. Leave me alone. It's been 2.5 hours. I have to pee.
All right. Love you. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Pleasure.
See ya. Well, another one down. Another one bites the dust. That's good.
Not yet. We've still got 2 minutes. We've got to keep that 2.5 hour going.
All right. Yeah, we may as well. We'll talk for another minute and a half. So, hey, let's just do another. Talk to me more about Liana, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, baby talk. We haven't done that bit.
We haven't done baby talk. We haven't done enough baby talk.
No, not yet. No, mate, look, she's going good. She's getting stronger every day. It's amazing. I just can't put a word on it, really. To think that on Monday night, we went to bed thinking, yeah, we got another 9 weeks or so before she's here. We got time to plan. We got time to do this and do that. Then next thing, less than 8 hours later, boom, she's here.
She's here.
Funny thing is, though, we set up everything in her room. Everything's done. All planned, all organized. All of her stuff was done. And then literally the next day, she's here. So...
Typical Maltese girl, mate. Hurry up. I need to carry them now. I want now. I don't want to wait. I want it now. I want it right now.
Just, mate, I'll probably get in trouble for this one, but typical woman.
Ooh, you might get in trouble for that one.
I probably will.
Look, dude, as I said on Wednesday, I'm so happy for you. Look, you having a preemie baby is not an easy thing to go through. It's very scary. It's probably one of the scariest things in the world you have to deal with. I think that was.
I thought you had to go and pee.
Oh, she's still sitting there in the lobby. Should I let her on to come and have a retort at you, or just?
Here we go. Go on.
I didn't know how to log off. I was like, I can't believe you can actually see me sitting in the lobby. Like I was picking my nose earlier. Really, women.
Come on, let's have this conversation.
Oh man, your wife's gonna be a single mother soon.
Amy's gonna slap the shit out of you, mate.
Well,
I'm gonna make it my personal mission that on your daughter's 18th birthday, I'm gonna play this and be like, yeah, copping shit, and you're only 4 days old. But wow, 9 weeks. Like, she's all right. Like that was my concern.
On her 18th birthday, I'm going to tell her that she's an impatient woman as well, so don't worry about that.
I hope that she's late to everything.
She won't be if she's my daughter, mate. I'm telling you.
She'll be like
no way.
But is she at home? Is she at home? Have you got her at home, or is she?
No, she's still in the NICU.
NICU. Okay. Well, on that behalf, I just hope that she's all. Sounds horrible. I hope she's all right and like she gets stronger every day. And
she is every day.
As I keep telling him, I've got Amelia. Amelia was 13 weeks early.
Yeah, because when he said, "Oh, I've had a daughter," this was on Wednesday. I have had my daughter. I was like, I think he mentioned earlier that she's not that ready yet, but she's obviously ready.
That's it.
She was ready.
It's a scary thing. that's why I've been nagging the shit out of him all week and calling him every 5 minutes because I know how tough it is, and and that's
my worst nightmare. Like I'm not a mother yet, but that's my worst nightmare.
It's a scary thing. It really is. As I said to him, it's something that you can't prepare for, and But again, it's character building. And look, I hate to say this, man, but. It was different for me back then because I was younger. I was only 24, 25. And to see my baby come out at 630 grams.
Yes.
26 centimetres. That was so traumatizing for me. And she stayed in hospital for 3 months. And I still, looking back, I've actually been reading a bit about post-traumatic stress. I actually think that I do have a bit of that because of it, because it's something that just sticks with me. And because Damien was asking me a few questions about it, and his wife were asking me a few questions, and I just went blank because my memory has sort of blocked them out because it was so traumatic.
It has to be. And then you mentioning, going to bed and 8 hours later you've got a daughter.
That's it.
My heart stopped. I was like,
it's tough, mate. It's tough.
Yeah.
And
I thought I traumatized my mum by coming like a couple of weeks early because my brother was like, he wasn't coming out. He was living there. He was happy to stay there forever. He'd still be there 30 years later. But I thought I was freaking mum out coming a few weeks, not 9 weeks.
Yeah, it's scary. Look, I'm not going to lie. It is scary every day.
But she's in the best place. She is in the best place. Like I've lived with NICU nurses, and they are like a cut above the rest of us.
Yeah.
Like to be a NICU nurse, you have to be on top of your game. Like I've known nurses that tried to get into the program, and they take the top 1%. So you've got some good hands, and yeah.
It is. They definitely are wonderful people. It's a bit daunting. Every night you go to bed and you think to yourself, God, I hope I wake up in the morning and she's doing 10 times better than what she's doing now.
Yeah. That's all I can hope for you and Amy.
Yeah.
It is what it is, right?
It is.
As Ryan would say, it's in God's hands now.
It is, mate. It is, and that's all you can do. You can only leave it there, and a bit like I've been telling you every day, just stay positive. It's all you can do. Stay positive, stay healthy.
Yeah, reach out, talk to people, check on Amy.
And that's why I nag the shit out of you every day, because I'm checking.
I like it for it.
Yeah.
Issues.
Hey.
Oh, what are you, Amelia? Jeez.
Wait for that.
Just say hello.
It's Marianne, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, see, Amy's onto this. She knows who I am. I'm famous now. Yeah.
You'll be right. You'll be right. It'll make you stronger. I know it's tough to go through now, but your daughter, just know that how strong your daughter will be because of this. You know what I mean? How determined her life will be because of the way she started.
She's going to be 10 times stronger than anyone else she's ever met.
Amelia, even with the anxiety that Amelia deals with now, she is still the strongest by far and most determined kid I've ever known in my life. So
I have 2 cousins that were twins that were born. I think they were about 11 or 10 weeks premature. They've just celebrated their 26th birthday, and you can't look at it. You couldn't pick it that they came so early and they were so small.
My friend Kirsty, who
one's in the army, like she's just leaps and bounds.
My friend Kirsty, who comments a lot, is on here every week. She was a Premier baby. She's 38, 39 this year. So tough, mate. Chicks are tough.
Yeah.
I know.
Bloody women.
As impatient as they are,
but bloody women going to get her through this.
And that's
not
it.
Not that I wouldn't, but
Yeah,
she's
good.
Tough. She got the Maltese blood. All right, she's got something strong in her.
I think it's more the German side that's going to get her through it, but
we'll take it.
We'll take it. The Maltese side complain about it too much.
Oh yeah, the Maltese part of it will whinge, but the German will get it through.
All right.
Anyway, go. So I'm gonna definitely do that.
Oh,
okay.
She did it herself.
See, impatient. I told ya.
Yeah, impatient. That's it. Nah, I'm off. I'm gone.
I'm off.
We love you, Marianne.
Anyway, all right. Thanks, Jason.
Love you, mate. Thank you very much for coming on. Thank you all to all our guests for coming on. Again, I think this was so good. I think we might do this in a couple more weeks' time. Just open it up to people and anyone else who wants to come on and share your story. Hopefully you got some inspiration from the people that came on tonight. Yes, it is tough to come on here, but it's actually liberating as well. That you'll find it's very nerve-wracking before we come on, but once you're on here and you've got that confidence and you'll feel a huge weight off your chest. All right, so please, when I'll give a shout out in a couple of weeks, and I'll give you all a bit of notice. But so next week we have psychologist Michelle Harvey is going to join us next Friday night, 8 o'clock. We will. There will be a trigger warning. I'll put that out there now that we will talk about suicide and some other things. But the main topic will be suicide. So
maybe we'll talk about suicide and self-harm together as one, because they kind of go hand in hand.
They do. So good idea, definitely. So Michelle, if you're watching, there's a heads up. That's what we're going to be chatting about next week. Okay, so all right, guys. Yeah, again, thank you to all our guests. Really appreciate your time and your courage to come on, because it takes a lot to do that. So thank you so much. Thank you everyone who's commented tonight. Thank you for watching. Thank you for everyone who's watched the Gus Wallen video. Please keep sharing that around, because we need to get the awareness out for Gotcha for Life. If you can, donate. There's the links on my page, the fundraising links on my page. If you can donate, please do so. They need money. They're a fantastic organisation, and they need money to be able to run their programs and things like that are very beneficial. That save lives. Basically, their programs save lives, and they need money to get them off the ground and to get back into circulation. So please, if you're so inclined, please, it's on my personal page and it's on this page as well. Just hit the donate button and you can donate as much as you like. Please do that. And don't forget the YouTube channel as well. Let's Talk It Out with Ryan over on YouTube. Get on there and subscribe.
Going gangbusters, mate. It's going crazy.
It's really going good. You know, we're really building this thing.
I wanna. If anybody is gonna watch all this way to the end, we'll see, because this is this is now the challenge bit. Okay, so I put a photo up last week about the place that you love to be. So now I challenge you guys to start the conversation. Make a comment, post a photo, get everybody out there to do the same thing. And that way we can start to build our community and have everything a little bit more together, right? So seeing as Anne-Marie's still on here, it's your turn. You're the one who's got to put a post and post a photo. It's up to you. Challenge.
Do it, Marianne. Do it. All right, Damo, love you, brother. Thank you very much once again.
Peace out. We will do update video on Wednesday. I'll let you know how little one's going.
Awesome. Please do. Awesome. And like every week, I love doing this sign-off. It's awesome. Does anyone know where this comes from, this little sign-off? It comes from one of my favourite movies of all time, from The Crow. Anyway.
Brandon Lee.
Brandon Lee.
No, Anne-Marie, do not put it on your page. Put it on this page, you silly, silly girl. Jessica Ann, there we go. We've got another one. Beautiful. I want you, seeing as you girls are here, right, separate posts, separate photos of anything you want, just add a challenge to it so somebody can add on to it. I put on, this is my happy place. Lockie's going to do it. Good. This is what I want to see. We need traffic to our Facebook page so everybody can get on. Sorry, Ryan, go.
Sorry, you want to say goodbye again now?
Yeah, go on, Emery. Bye.
All right. Thanks again, guys. Now I've forgotten it. So late. All right. Remember what I say each week. Can't rain all the time. See you guys. Thank you.
Bye.
End transmission.